engage.
I tricked you, we're not doing the whole intro. Hello. Welcome everyone, welcome to War Crimes. What's up, P-View, Macer, Lurg, Skink, Riley? Is that right? I forget who everyone is when your name isn't exactly the same as in Discord. Hello. Career war criminal. Pretty sure it's been a war crime every single time he's deployed, John. Well, good news about this playthrough. Welcome back. Randomized engaged. Sorry for the late start today, folks. Will not be a normal occurrence, just a thing this week. What's up, Loki? Heads up, I don't know how long stream will be today. I intend to go normal length. However, I have a wisdom tooth coming in. I am a 26, almost 27-year-old late bloomer on that front, and it's bothering me a little bit, and I have no idea how much yapping for a few hours is going to exacerbate that problem. So if I start to feel sore, I will probably stop the stream early, but I'm gonna see how it goes, because right now I'm doing pretty good. It was killing me like 4 or 5 days ago, and I have a dentist appointment tomorrow to get that looked at. But we'll see how that develops. But I've been feeling fine the last couple days. It's just like a little bit sore. Like it's mostly my jaw actually that feels a little sore. So we'll see how it goes. 26 or 27. I said 26, almost 27, but I mumbled the fuck out of it, so you'd be forgiven for assuming I'm actually an idiot, because I am, but just not in quite the way you thought. Being to ask, how did the video perform? It went pretty well, and then it plateaued pretty hard after the first, 4 days or so. But it did very well in, the initial rollout, and then YouTube just kind of stopped showing it to people after it got its initial set of views. So I think it's sitting around 1.3k views or something like that right now, which, I mean, compared to my peak, that's not much, but I'm still extremely grateful. That's still a lot of people to see a thing that you've made, and I don't want to let my, I have 2 videos that are over 30k, which are the first 2 episodes of FP7 highlights, and I'm extremely proud of those, and extremely grateful for all the attention those have gotten. But 1,000 people seeing and presumably enjoying something, because the retention's pretty good on it, that I made, it still feels really good. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to get that. Yeah, 2,600 eyeballs, exactly. That's huge. You hate it. That's fair. It's not going to resonate with everybody. I gotta let my ego ride. I mean, fair. There is a small part of me that's a little bummed that it didn't go as big as other things I've made. But, I think part of it's just going to be consistency. If I upload more, YouTube will probably like me more and probably show my shit to more people. So I know I just got to play the game a little bit, and hopefully YouTube will be happy with me again. But, I'll never be upset about over 1,000 people watching something I made. Like that, I try very hard not to get number poisoned. And sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it is tough to look at something that says 30,000 and something that says 1,000 and say, wow, 1,000 is a very small number. But it's not. It's not a very small number. That's pretty fucking crazy, actually. So I'm still very grateful for that. And the most important thing at the end of the day is that I'm proud of the video. And I am. And it took me a long time to be proud of that video. It went through a lot of minor iterations. The first draft was almost 15 minutes long, and it felt really bloated. It didn't reach the heights of cognitive decline. It did not. Cognitive decline, the advantage of cognitive decline, that video is what, 4 minutes long or something like that? I forget exactly. It's a very attractive click. I think that's the strength of that video. Yeah, I'm very proud of that one. I don't know, man, Michael Jackson's Thriller has 7 billion views. Yeah, I gotta, you're right, maybe that's what I should be holding myself against. But yeah, the Devil X video, I'm very proud of it. The struggle I had with it, if you guys don't mind me yapping a little bit about the creative process, the main problem I had with it, and I still think I didn't 100% solve this, I think I fixed it a little bit, is that it doesn't have a very strong narrative, in my opinion. And some of you will probably say that's a silly thing to be concerned about because it's just a comedy video, functionally. It's just a stream highlight, and stream doesn't need to have a narrative. It's a live stream. But I think compared to like the FE7 highlights, those had very strong narrative. And the one that I am still working on it, by the way. I actually did open the file again recently, and I'm really happy with how it's coming along, but I still am not even going to pretend to promise a release date for that. But those videos have really strong narrative to them because you have essentially a main character in me. Like, it's not Rebecca, it's me. I'm the main character of the video because I care about Rebecca, and so you care because I care. There's a narrative there in the fact that the main character of the video, the streamer, wants something, which is Rebecca to succeed. And then you have this antagonistic force with Cameron, and you have the natural antagonistic force of the fact that Rebecca might not level well, and she keeps doing it, and so that's exciting. Like, there's something that is constantly moving. There's something that you're always anticipating, and I think that makes a really strong video. The Devil X video is kind of just a highlight of chaos, and that's, in a way, I sort of tried to position it so that was the story of it. That was like the story I tried to tell, where it starts off with this focus on Cord and trying to get him to level 20, and that sort of just gradually becomes less and less important as I, as the main character of the narrative, fall apart and lose track of my priorities and become desperate to make anything work. And that's sort of what the narrative becomes, is the collapse of the narrative. But that's still a much weaker narrative than having something like Rebecca's growth arc to latch onto. So it's functionally still sort of just a hee-hee funny stream highlight video that just takes a stream and condenses it into best bits. And on the first several drafts, it really felt like it was just that, you know, like a Northern Line video, essentially, which, I mean, those are really well edited. But, you know, it is sort of sometimes just streams without the dead air. I don't want to make that kind of thing. But I really wanted to make a highlight out of the Aurora Borealis moment. So I struggled with it for a long time, just trying to terraform it into something that had a story. And I think I ended up with something that I'm pretty proud of. As somebody who watched the video 5 times, I do think part of it is that DSFE is less visually appealing in GBA, also less from funny edits. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. You can't zoom in on the sprites and see a character. You don't want to look at it in general. It's fucking ugly. Instructions unclear. I now have 30 minutes to move my cube. I think the mess you were in is more difficult for people not really familiar with FE for the Devil X video. That also is definitely true. I think that's a big part of the success of the FE7 videos, and it's something I especially pushed for on the first one, and I think it's something that hurt the most recent one, which still did pretty well. It's at like 14,000 views or something like that, but I think that one is harder to follow for people who have not played the game for themselves. Whereas the first video, I put a lot of effort into making sure that it made sense no matter what, because I didn't have a following at that point. And so I needed to be able to show it to my friends who didn't play Fire Emblem and make them laugh. So that was a big part of my focus, was just making sure that it was funny no matter what you knew going in. And the Devil X video is definitely like a Fire Emblem fan video. But yeah. But no, I'm not the only person with the storytelling type of autism. Yeah, no, I think... I'm trying to think who my inspiration even is for that, and I'm not sure. I've watched so many different creators as I was growing up that did that kind of thing. But yeah, I think that's a really important part of constructing a video like that. And you almost want to trick people into thinking that's not what it is. Not necessarily trick people, like, I don't think the video is better off for being coy about it, but you don't... When it's heavy-handed, it doesn't work as well. You don't want to call too much attention to the narrative. You want people to almost... I'm going to make it sound so sinister, and I don't mean it this way, but you almost want people to think to come to the conclusion on their own that they care about the story arc, you know? Like the idea that I am the main character because I care about Rebecca, and you care because I care, because that's what the focus is on. Like, if that comes into your conscious mind while you're watching, the video is not doing its job. So it's you gotta almost be forceful and subtle about it at the same time. I watched the first FE7 video when I was still first getting an FE, and it's actually what made me play FE7 in the first place. Holy shit, that's awesome. I'm the main character because I'm the only real person. That's also true. But yeah, and then also I think Lurk asked before. I think it was just like, oh, FE7 Part 4 happening. It still is. It absolutely still is. I have not given up on it. I think I was struggling with the narrative a little bit for a while, and I was also struggling with pacing. Because I'll be honest, I've gotten a lot better at streaming since then. And sometimes going through those VODs it's a little dry, I'll be honest. But I think the FE7 series, I'm still deeply proud of it. I don't think it's my best work. And it's a little hard going through the VODs sometimes, and it's just not the easiest material to work with at some points. I think it gets better when chat gets more active into the second half of the series after the first highlight was published. Because then, yeah, like, chat gets more excited about things, people are following along more closely. And I think I also am more excited, more engaged with it. And I'm also just getting better with time at streaming, hopefully, I think. When I first found the FE7 highlights, I completely assumed the thought line was going to be Soup likes FE7 and has to defend against Cameron, who does not. That's what it's for. That's how it's constructed. That's the narrative. I fucking got you. Like, I hate FE7, surprise. But in the moment, during the streams, it was more fun to not hate it, because Cameron was there, and he hates it even more than I do. So, and when I say more fun, I mean, like, I don't even think of myself as, like, playing a character. It was just my authentic reaction to Cameron's hate of the game to be, more, like, positive on it, or to seek positive things about it. That's also true PvE. Yeah, the chat gives me filler a lot of the time. Like in the like cognitive decline, I think there was a little bit of chat stuff I put in there. Like, I'm so excited to one day maybe do Sacred Echoes or Thracia randomizer highlights, because the chat filler is so good there. You guys are really funny. FE7's also harder to play with because it's a very enemy phase oriented game. Yeah, the struggle with the mid game a little bit and trying to highlight it is that a lot of stuff happens in very boring ways, and the exciting bits happen out of nowhere. And so it feels like the two options are jump around wildly with jump cuts that are hard to follow just to make the highlight packed with things that matter, or include awful preamble of me thinking about the turn out loud that feels like it's going nowhere until suddenly something else happens. And neither of those are very fun to watch. So it's a lot more work than you might think to have a series of setup and payoff and setup and payoff and setup and payoff over Fire Emblem gameplay. It's actually really fucking difficult. One of my biggest inspirations actually for it is there's a 25-minute Sacred Stones Iron Man highlight on Mecha's channel. He didn't edit it. I forget who did. He paid someone else, I think, for that video. And I think it's not like a incredible masterpiece or anything, but it's a very good video, a very like well-paced and well-structured video. I think it does a really good balance of narrative and nonsense, and it does a very good job of the main thing I try to take from it. I watch it once a month to sort of refresh myself on how it accomplishes this, because the one thing that I think it is like truly masterful at is it does a really, really good job of dropping you into the moments that are fun to watch and giving you just the precise right amount of context with like an offhand sentence from Mecha earlier in the chapter and like skipping ahead without bogging you down in exposition. So like you get a quick picture of what mecha cares about, and then you jump right to where it goes wrong. And it doesn't feel like a forced jump cut. It feels pretty seamless still. It doesn't feel like you're being exposition dumped, and it doesn't feel like you're being Subway Surfers spammed with only the good bits. It just flows, even though it's actually jumping a lot. And I think that's really impressive to make something like that, and I want to make that kind of thing out of all my videos. When's the crazy FE8 thing happening? My goal currently is still to have it follow this series immediately. So we'll just play this randomizer out to its natural conclusion, whenever that happens to be, and hopefully I will do my best to have it be ready by then. I feel like I'm on pace right now. I think it'll happen. So I guess the short answer is like a couple months, probably. I don't know how many sessions this is going to take exactly. New Choice was very long. New Choice was 1 chapter a stream, starting in like the middle third of the game. This should go faster. Not if every stream starts like this, because it's already been 20 minutes. I've just been talking. But I think this series should run a little faster, so I'm going to say, I mean, what is this? This is chapter 7. This game has like 26 chapters. It's 21 left. Let's say we do 2 a stream. That's 5 more streams, so that's like, 5 weeks. It'll probably be longer than that. I think 8 or 9 weeks sounds right. So yeah, 2 months. We'll say 2 months. A little more, maybe. Probably about 2 months from now. They're going to pull the FE8 out of your head with that wisdom, too. Yeah, New Choice also, just the gameplay itself was very slow sometimes. Yeah. I do have all the paralogs, too. If we do all of them. We might not have to do all of them. Every map from Floor Report is a full stream. Maybe. We don't know how busted our stuff will be. We might... I don't know. We'll see. We might have really good shit. Maybe we'll have Boucheron. Maybe Boucheron will carry us. I've been busy, so my memory is a bit hazy, and the death bar is incomprehensible. It's perfect. I'm really happy with what we have so far. It's the bottom half of Axel Low, Punished Soth, King Desmond from FE6, and that's it, and 5 times. What, you don't want Arm Shield plus? And yeah, the boy Rosato's here. Alright, so let's refresh ourselves once again on the team, and what we actually have going on here. So it's Kagetsu's the Lord, our silly little Armor Knight. Vale is here with Corrin and is a thief with just too many stats. A lot of fucking speed. A lot of everything. Right, Seedall's our Jagan in Bow Knight with Luna from Avant Ring. Mavier is here. He just has an Armor Slayer. I do have some prep still to do. I haven't touched the game since last stream. Right, Zelkov's like an actually good martial master. Although his damage is starting to not be fantastic, but it's still pretty good right now. 14 attack on an art is pretty nice. Oh yeah, Sami Roy with the Lancia. I do genuinely think the late game engage chapters being so long is one of the game's weakest aspects. That's fair. I won't disagree. Well, I'll disagree, but I won't argue. I like it, but I think it's a very fair thing for people not to like. I wouldn't fight anyone on that. Right, Rosato's here. And then our carry, our beautiful carry, is Griffin Knight Fram with the Leopard Sword. She's incredible. I think one of the things we still had to decide here was deployment. In hard mode, the fact that the last chapter's picked up a bit was a relief, because the mid-game is boring as fuck. Interesting. I still have not played this game on hard. Someday, maybe. TikTok generation can't handle late game engage. Fire Emblem late game is hard to design to be interesting because it's post-unit number go up planning stage. Yeah, I think the only games that really... The only way to beat that is to be hard. And I think Engage and Conquest might be the only difficult endgames in the series. Engage randomizer towards the end can become really difficult because the enemy starts getting class skill, and if you get all Thief with holdout +++ or all Sword Master with Lose Friend, oh shit, that's true. We'll see what happens. Incredible is a strong word for any variant of Fram. Look at her. She's crazy. She's nuts. She's insane. Alright, and then we were looking at our new units, and we have a bunch of fucking horses, and I don't think any of these look very interesting. Hortensia, right, she can still promote to Griffin. So if we want to use her, she can be budget Hortensia, but that doesn't sound very fun or interesting. I might do it if I have the spare Master Seals, but she doesn't really need training. And then these two don't really interest me. They kind of have dog shit stats. I guess these are actually not that bad. Louis will probably be at least good filler for a little bit. Vander is here. Oh, it's nice that he brings us a steel sword. That's true, Growth of Mediocre, yeah. Vander sure is there, yeah. I just realized these guys all bring us steel weapons, which is really nice. We actually kind of really need those. So I guess we want... I'm trying to think. What do we have from Mavir? Because he needs something other than the Armor Slayer. I guess he can just take Vander's steel sword. And I can just not use Vander. What class is he? He's Paladin, right? Or no, he's right, he's unpromoted. He's a sword cav, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's just Vander, because Vander is really low growths, so when you de-level him by 5, his stats aren't going to change much. Yeah, his internal level is only 15, so it's as if he promoted from here and then gained 5 levels. So this is minus 5 levels with really shitty growths, or fairly shitty growths, and then minus promotion bonuses. And that's it. Alright, I think one of the only other things we gotta really do here... Did I do my arena? I did. We gotta look at... this. Gotta look at that. We need, what am I had it in my brain. Oh, right, I think bond ranks. I need bond ranks, because I think we're just keeping Corrin here, where they're very valuable. Right, I did this, because I figured Fram doesn't really need to be fed right now, so they're a good Byleth user, plus they appreciate, like, I don't know, I think it's just a good fit. They get a magic number out of it. And Zelkov, yeah, I want Zelkov to keep doing Parthia shit. And then, yeah, I guess we want to raise Rosado up and give... Do I have the bond fragments required to get Parthia all the way up... Parthia, Rosado, all the way up to Mercurius immediately? I think so. Yeah, we do. Is he just built like a key of furniture because he can be? I'm pretty sure Vander has no explained in-game reason for why he is not very strong. Yeah, let's get Fram up to here with Byleth too, just to get moving. Okay, so Rosado now has Mercurius. And we'll go hard, and also just appreciates the strength and speed, I'm sure, when not holding the hammer. I think I'm pretty low on cash, right? Because I know we need weapons. Yeah, I want to save my cash, because iron weapons are $1,000 in Engage. So if you don't need to buy one, don't. Like, I don't want to do that. I guess Seedal doesn't need to have a sword. It's got almost the same stats as the iron bow. So if anyone should not have a sword temporarily, I'd rather it be Seedal than Mavir, because Mavir doesn't want to only have the Armor Slayer. They really more on forging and carrying multiple copies, yeah. You can get weapons from the fucking online spots? That's crazy. That's insane. I thought it was just like a little bit of XP and shit. That's nuts. Oh my god. Alright, what else? What else? I feel like this is basically it. I just need to decide the filler deployment slots, which I think it's still Amber just because having someone inflict poison is good. And I guess from here, I mean, I don't have any swords left, so I can't really use Alcrest without spending money. Or, I can't use any of them. They're all fucking sword calves and sword wing calves, so I guess Fugato has to come. Because he's the only one that can do something. So, good news. Good news, Fugato fans. You got on the board. Rejoice. I even have spare axes. Holy shit, so many. What did I do? I really shredded my my preps here. Oh right, because I promoted Fram out of an axe class, so I have all those axes available now. So like, the Corin engraved one should go here. The poleaxe +1. Are there a lot of armor knights on this map? I think it's only in the beginning, but then the calves are really what you worry about, right? Yeah, it's just these two. That's not really as much of a concern as like the calves are more prominent problems. So if I gotta hold one, I'm gonna take the poleaxe. Fugato can have the hammer, I guess, just to have something. And probably the hand axe is worth more than the fucking lollipop. Wait, isn't lollipop just like straight up better than the iron axe? It's heavier, but he's already slow as shit. Okay. Anyone else need anything? I think that's pretty much good. Let me look again at just what isn't being used. Nothing really, nothing really. Nothing really. Nothing really. Nothing really. Oh, steel hand art. Zelkov. It's the same as our engraved iron body art, but I guess I could move the Marth engrave over to this. That probably makes sense to do. Fugato's gonna die, isn't he, Dad? Well, it's possible, but you know, I'll do my best. Is this worth? That's actually decently expensive for my currently limited materials. Currently limited materials. Mumbling is difficult. It's worth it though. It's Zelkov. I love Zelkov. Start saving up for Flashing Fist upgrades, of course. Okay. Is this now just entirely better? We got 10 more hit on the iron body art, so I guess it's worth holding. Sure. Fram needs a Vuln. And that's everything. That's all the brain power I have for preps. Let's play the chapter. Wait, where am I positioning? I still don't have... Seedal's still my only archer. Rosado has to survive the crit right now because of only valid axes are remaining. Right, I forgot about the contract already. Where if Rosado gets naturally crit, we move on. Let's see. You can stay in the back. I think I probably want Seedal over here to help with this guy on turn 1, because he's annoying otherwise. And maybe Malvir or Rosado can do that. Amber's not really needed. I think this all works pretty well. Turn 1's not too tense on this map, so... And also the boss is going to be a lot easier because she doesn't have a ranged weapon or flight, so she's screwed over by this part. So their whole linked AI is going to be easier to deal with. Usually this is also a flying enemy and everything, so... Oh, right, but I just remembered... Trade Commander or Smash Weapon so you can do the cannon thing. Do I even have... Do I have any Smash Weapons? I don't think I have any Smash Weapons. I can't do the cannon thing. I just remembered the funny thing about this map. We'll look at the skills again as we play, but there's two skills here that do really funny things with the enemy formations. There's this one, which will give a movement boost to these 4 units, which will just completely change the structure of the map. And there's also this fucking guy, which is just an Iron Sword Ballista, because a flying unit got sore. So that's awesome. It's interesting, it's not showing as giving them the flying type bonus, but it is. Because they're getting +3 instead of +2. But it doesn't show, like, the alt text beneath soar for giving the boost. So that's good to know that they actually work like that, even when they don't say they do. And that might fuck me up at some point. That's a good thing to keep in our back pocket. Right, and we got the villager over here. Reincarnated John. Okay. I think that's ready to go. 35 minutes in, playing Fire Emblem?
Quickly and return to the castle.
That works.
There's not a moment to spare.
Of course, Prince Allchrist. Leave it to us.
Why did he open his eyes? I hated that.
Be back in time for dinner.
Such confidence. But I'm still concerned about casualties. I will protect you both.
So brave. But, as your retainers, it's really our job to protect you.
Now then.
Oh yeah, I did forget to give Fagato an SP ring, but that's okay.
Oh.
Looks like it's starting. To your positions, everyone.
Oh, the Divine Dragon is absolutely...
Absolutely not.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I've deployed Mauvir 5 times. That's pretty huge. Alright, let's kill a child. It's so funny that she has Bonded Shield. I think she doesn't get her emblem until turn 1 enemy phase, so we'll see what it is there. Now, Anna is Hortensia. So we'll fight her multiple times.
All right.
That's a hit, right? Okay. I guess starting point is over here, really.
Prince Allchrist.
Uh-huh. It's really nice to know that this guy can't dodge anything. It's pretty cool. So you got 15 attack, and you double. 6, twice 12. Yeah, that's good. I think we start here, and then...
Where to?
Tell me what to do.
What do we need for Rosado to get this? We need 11?
Mauvir reporting.
That can be arranged, yeah. Cool.
Understood.
What does Charm do again? You mean Fagato's personal Charmer? It's pretty bad. It's crit avoid when you fight someone for the second time. It almost makes sense with his base class because, you know, he has okay luck but not perfect, and he what do you call it? He's an archer, so he attacks uncountered sometimes, and then might have to take a hit on AP, so he gets the crit avoid when it matters, but, like, why not just have crit avoid? Allchrist could never, holy shit.
It is like a mirage.
Okay, and we want to... Is there a chance of death here? There is. That's pretty funny. I wanted to use Mauvir anyway, I forgot. It's literally conditional plus 10 luck, yeah. Except it doesn't benefit your hit rates. So, even worse. Pretty impressive, honestly. You can miss that? What? Does that flag disappear after the first combat with that guy? I thought this guy couldn't dodge attacks. I thought that was like the whole thing.
Here comes Amber.
Because he's the blade tutorial, and the blade has really shitty accuracy. Yeah, it must be that it goes away after combat. That sucks. Oh well. Oh my god, she's a Jagan. We made her into a Jagan. Fellas. That's crazy. Okay, wait, what are these guys doing? Nothing. Nothing. 15 attack, 15 attack. It's 4 damage each. She's crazy. So she can just stand here. And this guy's got... the start of player phase. That could be... hold on. She's going to have 21 magic attack. She's going to have 14 twice. She's going to do 28. If we let that guy attack Fram, he's going to blow up and do 16 damage to her. Which would kill her. I don't actually know if self-destruct can be lethal. I assume it can. Yes, Rico, kaboom. I could just put up a Dragon Vein and prevent it, though, actually. Prevent that guy from reaching. So yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Here's the plan. First, she perfectly Jagans this motherfucker. We can find out. Oh, fuck. Zelkov.
That's how it's done.
No, that's not. No. Do it a different way. What do you...
Come and face me.
What the fuck? Alright. Well, that's... now I'm sad. Yeah, he stole his own XP. That's actually so fucked. I guess? Alright. Kagetsu kill it is. I won't cry too hard about that. This is insane, folks.
We could have been friends.
Oh my god. Alright, that's not a good tile to bait things from. Right, I want to pass the steel sword off. Does Malvir get weighed down by that? Dude's got 8 build, that's crazy. He doesn't, so he can just take that and use that for everything. I mean, it's a little less accurate, right? By 5, yeah. That can just be his sword, so Vander can keep the iron sword. Well, that works. Yeah, let's just keep it simple, stupid. I don't even need to Dragon Vein, because 109 Avoid is, like, a little much already. And we want... yeah. And let's just do a Chain Guard. Oh wait, I can be hit from here. That is a Javelin. He would actually be the most favored target if I put him there, so... don't want that. That's fine. Fram's in danger? Oh, she is... yeah, if I don't Chain Guard, she's in danger. I guess that's fine. They'll either hit Zelkov or... something. As long as they just have another target than Fram, it should be fine. Or the Chain Guard works. Like, either one will save her. And we'll get to see what happens to Self-Destruct, maybe. That's the guy with the bomb. I don't even know what to do with Hortensia. I should probably pass the Steel Axe to someone who wants to use it. Does Rosado want to use it? Kinda, maybe? What are these things stats? It's 12 weight. So weighs Rosado down only by 5. It's not too bad. Same as the hand axe, actually. I'll just take the Vaughn off, fuck it, for more options. Like, do I really need... I don't know if I really need Hortensia's combat here. I think that's okay. She can grab, like... Oh, she can get Convoy at the same time. I'm a genius, hold on. So she can grab this for herself. While handing this off. So now Rosado has a billion options that I don't have to think as hard. Alright. There's the frost. Oh, and then here's the thing.
We've had such a wonderful time playing together, haven't we, Divine Dragon?
Kinda, but why are you... I don't know how Anna got up there.
That emblem is a formidable foe. Nearby enemies can join in her attacks. We'll have to be careful.
Was that Leaf? I saw it for a second. Also, I just realized they still went for Fram, so the Chain Guard actually will, in fact, I think, save her life? Or, well, she dodged anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because I think she takes 16 from this, yeah, so if she took another... If she took the Javelin hit, I believe she would die from self-destruct. Wait, what? What? Why not? Why didn't he... Damp. Yeah, I forgot. We have... yeah. I forgot that Damp is active. That's my bad. Alright. This is awesome. Yeah, so she now just has a significantly better weapon. Actually, not straight up better. Quadruple hit might be a little scary. And Arm Shield is, like, mildly annoying, but that's only really affecting Kagetsu's damage. So this could be worse. I guess the stats are a little frightening. I don't know how the Dark Emblem stats work, like, in the randomizer. Because I know that Dark Emblem stats already aren't the same as what they normally get from, like, when the emblem is blue. So I don't know if these are... if they're, like, specifically red leaf Dark Emblem stats, or if this is just what she already had. Like, if this is what they give Hortensia in vanilla on this map. I have no idea. He's pretty red. Quad hit secretly anti-flyer, yeah. You know the Master Bow's only got 6 might? So it's just an 18 might hit and quadruple hit. It's kind of ass.
I won't quit.
Okay, we can kill a guy like this. I wish I positioned a little better so we could get a Mercurius kill here, but it's probably not Mercurius time anyway, because there's not a lot of enemies available for it at the moment. I guess this is the big problem first. Is it... I think it's probably Parthia time. I think I can get a Parthia kill every turn if I do it now. So we can start with, like, this flyer from this tile. And then we'll bait this flyer, and that'll be another Parthia kill. That sounds good. I think... Let me do this in a logical order. First problem to solve is probably these 2 mages. YouTube is censoring me wanting Leaf to be good. That's fair. Maybe YouTube just thinks that he's canonically evil. YouTube is, fucking King Trevant. True leader of Thracia. Please, won't someone one round a mage? I don't know what game I think I'm playing, or I'm, like, just looking for a 1 round and not accepting anything else, but, that's not really how Engage works. Wait, where's this guy's boost? Oh, well, that's a bit of a problem, but this guy's awesome. No, Leaf isn't horrible. He's just very specific, and it's awkward to build with him. But he's like fine. I'm just trying to figure out how many units I need to dedicate to the right side, bottom side. I guess it's just like it's gonna be 2 to each, so I need 4 units. That's really simple math that I struggled with for a pretty absurd amount of time just now. Yeah, let's just do this. Rosado had a clean kill. It was only if I engage, and I don't want to... When I engage with Marth, I want to make sure that I actually get 3 Mercurius kills out of it. Although I guess there's a recharge, so I could just go for 2. But too late. Actually, I mean, it's not a challenge run. Maybe that is a good idea, actually. Is we give Rosado 1, and we get 2 Mercurius kills, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that's, like, just okay to do. I don't know why I'm obsessing over perfecting that shit.
Give it up!
Give it up for Rosado.
I will protect you.
We do need a heal, which Fram can provide if the action economy wants us to. Question is, who gets this guy? What's the strength gap here? Can Steel Lance on Kagetsu do it? 2 more strength than Louis? Fuck. We do have... Ooh, you know what? If I do this first, we'll have a chain attack from Lucina. I just need to engage to have 2 range on Zelkov. So here's the science. Here's the math. We need to kill this guy. And also, I think baiting this group is fine. Probably, maybe, possibly. Most likely. I think it's what I want. So yeah, we kill this dude. Here goes the math. Watch this. Watch this drive. We give this guy a little bonk on the head for 53 damage.
It's over.
Zelkov gets strength. Now he's chain attacking this guy. And it's not a kill with Louis yet. But if we pass over the Steel Lance... And I'm realizing as I formulate this that I could have just taken the jab at a convoy while passing the Steel Lance to Kagetsu, and that would have accomplished the same thing. And in fact, I can still do that, and there's no reason not to. So I'm pretty good. I'm doing great. I can, in fact, accomplish multiple things at once. Isn't that crazy?
Sanction.
And it turns out it was necessary because we had to burn that chain attack miss. Everything's fine with Corn? Yeah, I just don't think we need it. I think we're good. I think this is solved without. We can, in fact, get the Kagetsu kill from here, getting a little closer to the action next turn. Because you gotta optimize that 1 tile of movement. You're just playing around your choice, yeah, exactly.
Rest in pieces.
Imagine speaking French and missing. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. You can't go in there with that and then not be ready. You can't put all your energy into speaking French and then just flub. I think next step we gotta get this guy down, which means Seedall set up for Malvir. I'd like a good longbow spot to not get countered. I don't have a great spot for it, so I'll just do it from here. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Hortensia 9 damage, big, huge. Smallveer. What are you in range of here? Just an Iron Great Axe for 31 damage, 31 attack for 17 damage. And this fucking guy that will seal your strength. Ooh, I don't want that. I should have marked that guy, because that's like a problem. I don't want anyone to get hit with that, because that's gonna hurt for the whole map. So we want Vander to get hit by that. Remember when I was saying 5 hit won't matter? And now I'm looking at a situation where it actually is a substantial reliability boost, like immediately. That's okay. Anyway. Okay, does Vander live all this shit, though? Is he crazy? Is he cracked? He doesn't get doubled. He takes 20 from this fucking guy. And then 17, he takes 10. He lives with 1. Guys, he's crazy. He's fucking nuts. Holy shit, Vander. Vander in real life right now. And I think I can just leave this guy alive and not worry too much about what he does, because I want to have Fram use her action to heal Rosado. He's so dead. No! There's no chain attacks, I promise. I didn't think of it at the time, but there's no chain attacks. There is the possibility that the sniper moves first and applies fell protection to the Great Axe guy, which would exactly kill him, but that's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. That's not even a thing that I thought of that beforehand, and I'm just so sure it won't happen. It would be too cosmically funny for me to realize that immediately after banking on the plan up to a single damage point, and this guy to have a single damage point skill. That's too funny. So it won't happen. See, I've ruined the joke by calling it out ahead of time. I also didn't mean to double click there, but it's fine. And so now because I've ruined the joke by calling it out, it won't happen. So we're fine. Everything's going to be okay. I don't know why you guys are freaking out and screaming and crying and shitting. Wait, he went to the wrong tile. Dumbass went to the wrong tile. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Also, holy shit, dodge tank fail. What happened? What just happened? Why did he do 3 more damage than I expected? Do I suck at math? Wait, why did I think he was doing 20 damage? Does someone else have 11 defense? Did I get my wires crossed? What happened? Oh. I did the Axe Cav's attack minus the Axe Cav's defense. And I was extremely confident. And then he dodged an 81 and is alive now. When he was supposed to die to that mistake. What a fucking roller coaster. Oh my god.
I still stand.
Yes, you do, Brady. Oh my god, you fucking... He knows. He knows that all I had to do was sign the fucking dotted line. But he still stands. Oh my god. He's traumatized. That'll fuck you up. That kind of experience. You don't come back from that unchanged. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm really good at Fire Emblem. Is what I'm realizing here. Kill this guy.
Fate has brought us here. Here it comes! I cannot afford to lose.
30 big ones. Was that 30? How much XP was that? I just assumed it was 30. That's what my brain comprehended. I think it was. Might have been more. I don't know. I'm just saying numbers.
It is done.
Alright. shoutouts to 0 damage. That's awesome. I mean, it's Seal Strength and switching him to an Iron Sword, but I'm gonna pretend it's Vander's fault because that's funnier. We need a Parthia kill over here, which I can get from this tile after we destroy this man, which is Kagetsu's job. Just keep it simple. Bonk.
Our bonds give me strength.
Was it only 15 in the beginning? That's awesome.
I'll do my best.
He'll do his best. That's good. I was a little worried about that, but good to know that he intends to try. Can I kill this? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. Wait, this guy's Seal Strength too? Fuck. Oh my god. I wonder if I can get that guy, because the frost is gonna go away this turn. It would be nice to pull this guy out of the group. Or I mean, they're probably gonna all move together because that's how this game works all the time. Like once you get one to move, they're all gonna do it. But it would be nice to pull him safely. So maybe like, yeah. Chicken Knight got this. She got it, but she can't be everywhere at once. And I want her to be in like 40 places right now. This guy's the biggest problem. I do kind of need him dead. And I've left myself without the means to do so. Well, we got, how much is Jab doing? 9. And we got over here 20 attack. 9 again. That sucks. I think Fram needs to do this, actually. Did she die to the archer? Or she goaded? She's nuts. And she doesn't mind Seal Strength either, because she's mostly using the 11 sword. So actually, we can leave that guy alive and have Fram set this up for Malvir. Wait, can I trap him? I think I can only trap him if I kill this guy. Which... oh shit. Hold on. No, because Malvir... in order for Malvir to get through... oh, he can just get through. He can just get through. Okay. So this can be a Louis kill. I gotta trap him. I gotta do it just because I can. You're so right. I wish you could trade off of engaged weapons so we could give Rosado the, what do you call it? The hand axe, but we cannot. I guess, oh, it can still just be a Malvir kill. Because Vander can do the trap. He's not doing anything else. Now just don't miss the 99.
I have dispensed with doubt.
The human light rune. And he's incredible for it. Okay, then over here, who wants this? I mean, this is just gonna be Zelkov's Parthia kill next turn. That can't be broken, but that's okay. So, I mean, I guess Vale can just do the cleanup herself, that's fine.
Sanction.
Good night.
Okay. And it would be great bond shield with these kind of stats if you had any good supports. That'd be nice. What is a support type? Oh, the most dogshit kind? Yeah. He gives a void, and then crit, and then more avoid. That's, you never care about any of that. I feel like the only supports in this game that are good are dodge supports. It's the only one that like you feel the impact of when you stack it, or when you don't stack it. The other ones you really need to stack up to feel anything. And then like the base 10 hit. is good too, obviously. Oh, right, the ones that give 15 instead of 10 at C are also good. Those are the two kind of support types that matter, is hit and dodge. The others are just kind of different kinds of dog shit. Okay, I guess I could still try to bait this guy, but I don't know if there's that much of a point. When he's got 25 attack. It could be worth just trying to pull him out of the group. Disrupt their formation a little. He might not even come. I don't know if they're linked or not. I don't think they are. Yeah, I have no idea what he's actually saying. Aggressively mediocre. Yeah, I do not speak French, unfortunately. That is exactly what it sounds like, though. I have no idea. This is... Yeah, I think... I don't really care about Hortensia getting her strength sealed. So, I think she can just be the one to draw him in. And if that flyer goes for Amber, that's okay. And if they go for Fragata, that's also okay. Doesn't really matter too much. We can just move in. That was 5%. Also, Rosado's strength is sealed. Fuck, I didn't think about that part. I'm sure with Marth they can still get the kill for Mercurius if we need them to. Let's see, what are they doing now? It's still 20 attack on 6, and they double. Oh, they don't double.
You'll see what I'm made of.
I sure would like to. So we do 14, so we just need 12 damage. That works. Also, the Armor Knight did not take the bait, unfortunately. Ice gone.
Anything.
Submit, just move out of the way. And snag this one for the road. Oh, I forgot to account for Divine Speed, so we really do not need that much damage. Oh! Oh! No luck, but still pretty crazy. That's a little nuts. Right, Zelkov needs his kill. He'll be a little behind here for getting this, but that's okay. Rosado carry. If we can. I'll do what I can. Yeah, Rosado honestly would not be a bad Byleth user just to get the passive luck. But it's tough putting Byleth on a 4-move unit, especially like this early in the game when you don't have Cantor on anyone. Strength is like good, but not great. I mean, I guess I'm doing res right now, but whatever. Alright, how much murder is this? Ooh! We actually just created the perfect Jagan. She's actually just... She's just everything. She's just exactly what you want. Like, yeah. I should have checked skills, but, that would be funny. Oh, but it won't work. It won't work on Levin Sword Fram. This is also pretty funny. And then... That's fine. Or he's gonna do big damage, but it's fine.
Still good.
Okay, and then we're a little behind here. But that's fine. Let me just... I think I just want to keep everyone out of range and let Fram do her thing. Clean them up. Let everyone else catch up. I think this map doesn't have time pressure, actually, I believe. Like, I don't think these start moving at any specific turn. So we're kind of just good.
Shall we?
She's so fucking good. She's just dodging everything anyway all the time. It's incredible. Oh shit, they took the tiles. Ooh, that's big Corrin time if ever I've seen big Corrin time. In fact, this is probably our Byleth turn because I'm not really that scared of the boss. Unfortunate that Zelkov cannot charge up this turn and then get danced and then use Parthia right away. Rosado can, though. Rosado can even get a kill and charge Marth, and then we can set up a big dance, which is pretty fucking cool, actually. At the same time, Veil... Do you think the Levin Sword tastes like artificial banana? I think it tastes like real banana. I think they put the good shit in there, you know? I wouldn't... I don't want to disrespect the quality of the Levin Sword. I think it's no artificial flavors. I think it's just like that. It definitely tastes like battery acid or sulfur. It's a 3-unit dance, though. Is it? Oh, it is because of the tile Byleth is on right now. I mean... When you don't have Cantor, setting up a 4-tile dance is pretty fucking hard. I think I'd rather have a Rosado kill and Emblem recharge and Mercurius kill than a 4-unit dance. I think that's, like, more valuable. Content-wise, it's especially more valuable. That's just a Rosado kill. That's what the people need. So we're gonna do that. I don't think I need to optimize this dance. I think, especially with Corrin in the mix, we can kind of do whatever we need to do. Yeah, like Veil... I guess Veil doesn't really need to be in the dance. What Veil can do is just freeze this archer, and by extension these two guys. And that should be all the help we need, I think. Because, like, this guy can go... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, wait. Does this guy have... Oh, it's the Lagoo's friend flyer. My bad. Are those lumps on Rosada's head cat ears or a bow? Yes? I don't think they're explicitly cat ears. They're not a bow either. They're just like... I think they're just hair. They're just like... Like, they're cat ears in a colloquial sense. In that they look like cat ears, but they're not cat ears in the sense that they are meant to be cat ears, you know? They're lumps. You've correctly identified them from the outset. Okay, ooh. So I'm thinking... Seedall plus Kagetsu gets that flyer. I suppose the problem is going to be this archer. You know what? Maybe I need... help. I don't know if I like this play, actually. I don't know if I like the Rosado kill. I'll try to get it back, but... I think... The big thing is we gotta maximize the Corrin freeze. Which could mean doing this. Because what this Torrential Roar does, it steals a Rosado kill. But it freezes these two enemies, and then we dance Veil, and we also freeze these three enemies. We can freeze literally everyone except for the flyers. And I think that's like the most value we're gonna get. So I'm gonna do that. That seems good. Theft is wrong. That's true. However, piss beaten.
My path is certain.
Oh my god, he proc Golden Lotus. That's so sad. He really fucking did his best. Okay, yeah, nothing too scary here. I think... Maybe I don't even... No, I still need the dance. Rosado can still get a kill after a refresh here. And then we just need, like... Honestly, is it just a 2-unit refresh, or... Oh no, this is perfect. Because this guy needs a lot of damage to get taken out. No, this is actually, like, exactly perfect. And then Seedall can basically solo this guy over 2 rounds of combat. With the dance. Yeah, there's lore at that. Yeah. I think the she-her was tongue-in-cheek. Right. Fram dance time.
No hesitation.
Ethical she-her Rosado, exactly. That's so much XP. Oh, because we hit the Jagan in it, right? I think Dance XP has that, like, internal level consideration on it. Okay, so now we need to freeze this whole group, like so. If I do this, I can actually... Oh no, I can't feed the kill because Draconic Hex will fuck them up right good. And that's fine. I could whiff. I could big whiff. That would help. I really don't need to be that concerned about Veil stealing XP, though. Like, she's still a good XP target. She's a unit we're using. She's not over-leveled. So I don't know why I'm obsessing so much about not feeding her. It's really not the end of the world if she eats a little bit. That kill can go to whoever... This guy, I do need to solve him in some way. Also, he's got Seal Magic and another Crimson Cheer guy, which is awesome. Oof, ouch, ow. It does not combine with Kagetsu. Maybe... I don't have the sauce over here either. I'm gonna have to leave the flyer alive, I think. We don't want to hit critical times mass, yeah, exactly. Rosado is flex gender because normal voice in supports? What do you mean? Normal voice? I never got the impression Rosado, mode switched. But it's not... I mean, maybe I missed it? That's possible. Or if that's your interpretation, that is valid. But that is not what I got, personally. These flyers are, like, identical, aside from the skills, right? Yeah, so which one to leave alive is not really a terribly high-impact question. And I guess it's just, who does Seedall... I guess since this one's not even going to get killed with a single action, I should just let Seedall do the most efficient thing. Or, in fact, I should let Seedall feed this to Kagetsu. That's true optimal right there. Let's give him some hit with Amber.
Orders.
Now we're really fucking gaming. Oh, because using, because yeah, no, the supports are vanilla, yeah. So like we actually get Rosado supports with the other character, like they're normal and real. But in the cutscenes, it is like Yunaka's voice. So I guess I'm confusing myself in real time, trying to navigate this correctly. And I think my determination actually is that it's fine, and I'm overthinking, and further contemplation can only hurt myself. I'm pretty sure we're all on the right side here, so I'm going to move on. Because I'm thinking too hard about it now. Final answer, gender. Yes, exactly. Is Rosado safe here? In this chat. Is Rosado safe here? We're actually looking at some lethal crit rates there, so I'm gonna go with no. I think I'm just gonna grab this Mercurius kill and then put Rosado, not Rosado, Fogado, different O, in that spot so that the flyer can't get to Rosado, and it'll just be safe. So we can even take this counter. The counter could kill us, but it's fine. Can I do 1 damage somewhere, or get a damage boost somehow? Who's got 22 attack? Do I hear 22 attack? Fuck you. No one. Pathetic. Oh wait, I guess I could just give up on the rapier. Wait, what? Oh, that's a Steel Axe, yeah. I want the double XP. We could Lodestar Rush right now. This is the safest way to do it. Why does that random unit have so much defense? Because this is Engage Maddening, and it's a armored unit, and that's what they do. I'm gonna fucking Lodestar Rush this guy. I don't think we really need it for anything else. I think we can feed 2 more Mercurius kills with normal attacks after this. Yep. That was worth it. Might as well get some chip damage on the big bulky Cav. That hand axe animation was awesome, by the way. It was very simple, but it had so much weight to it. I kind of loved that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really get over there. This guy's just gonna go and attack probably Fogado. Oh no, it doesn't do damage to Fogado. Probably Fram. And probably live to regret it. Darman video. Or we just hit this 6% crit and fuck him up. Unkillable generals are still better than jump scare great knights with random breakers. Oh, to be clear, there was no animosity in that sentence. I love that engage enemies are min-maxed as fuck. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. I love this game. Let's do more chip damage to this guy. Did I just see some chat messages swap places or something? Did my plugin do weird shit again? Oh yeah, something weird's happening. I think that's my plugin. We'll be okay. I should voln for chain guard. Can't stay for long, but watching the VOD. I'm saying hi anyway. Hi Luna, what's up? Engage so awesome, so true, so real. Oh, I forgot about the heal tile for that guy. So he was always fine. Perfectly matched. She continues to Jagan, only getting kills when we want. Alright. Yep. Starting point is Mercurius Kill. Show me the Mercurius Kill. Are all these enemies the same level? No, we want one of the level 10 kills for big Rosado moment. Like so.
I cannot afford to lose.
Now something cool we can do here, if we're a fucking gamer. What's the crit rate? 5? That's bad, but you only got 10 attack. So you do 15. So if we kill everyone except for this guy and we freeze him in place, we can give Rosado a enemy phase Mercurius kill. If we're just gamer enough, just barely, we can make it happen. And that would be gnarly. Did I use Torrential Roar in the end? I don't think I did. I did. I'm stupid. Stupid, dumb, idiot, all those things. You hate to see it. I think the plan in that case is Kagetsu kill, because it's also just a good contribution here. What's the range triangle in this game again? Or am I remembering stuff wrong and there isn't one? Oh, there is not one. That is Fates. Oh wait, no, you're talking about, oh, I know what you're talking about. You're saying arts break range. That's all it is. It's not a triangle. It's just if the art weapon type breaks all the colorless weapon types. And it's all it is, a one-way interaction. Okay, can we get... Can't get a Zelkov kill. How do we want to do this? I think... Oh, that's good. Oh, that's... Ooh, that's the good shit right there. Hit rate for attacks and other effects. Other effects? Oh, like for staves. I was like, what the fuck do you... Like, he might miss the jab, but... You know, he might scare him a little bit. And that rolls separately. Okay. Oh, right. He's fucking covert. I did not shit my pants enough at the fact that 2 archers got on protection tiles. I didn't really process that in the way that I should have. But that's okay, because we can freeze both of them while still giving Rosado his sauce. I miss Sigurd, I should call him. Average maddening hit rates without fixing. I love the way hit rates work in this game. You got so many ways to fix them. It's so fun. Game just like... Someone stopped me before I gush about this game for the billionth time in the same exact way without changing anything about my rant, but I fucking love how this game just like... Everything sucks. All your tools suck, but you have so many ways to make them not suck. It's so cool. You gotta actually, like, use your brain, because the default tools are just not gonna do it for you. But you can do it for you. You can be the gaming you want to see in the world. I think it's fantastic. I think Fram can kill this person. Can she? She doesn't get doubled. 26 does not kill her. Lapis currently has less than 10 crit, we know, but we don't know what it is because our personal skill makes it look like 0. But that's okay because we have enough dodge. So yeah, this is just safe to do. So yeah. It's like some kind of strategy game? Yeah! Almost! It's almost like that. It would almost lead you to believe. Fuck yeah, she can use knives now? Oh my god. That's what I've really been here for all along. I didn't know it until now, but that was all I cared about. Yeah, we'll smack this guy. I can't wait for this asshole that I wanted to get the Mercurius kill. I can't wait for him to just fucking bail on me and chain guard or use his heal staff, which I probably shouldn't attack this guy because now he's gonna have Healy Eye. So what I need in this moment is for Fragato to clutch the fuck up. You gotta throw it overhand, dude. You can't. I complimented it one time, and now he's like, oh shit, that's what you want? Alright, hold up. But like, no, I need better from you, dude. Ooh, longbow with 2 supports? That's pretty good. What is the iron bow from here, though? 76 versus 71, so this is better. And we can get Amber involved, too, for even more support. That is very good. I do need that chain attack to hit, huh? Or no, we can give it to Louis. Gotta get Dex +6 from Lucina, yeah, before she leaves. Very important.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Can cast promote to Wolf Knight? Yes. That is the line. It's very weird. I think this game has no like converging promotion paths. So like Great Knight is not the Cav and the Armor Knight path, it's just the Armor Knight path. Like, I think every single base class has 2 promoted classes it doesn't share with anything. I believe. God, that feels so good. I'm gonna be so mad if he misses this now, but that's such a cool maneuver. Just like, I saw this dog shit hit rate, and I was like, what if I stand in the middle of 3 other guys? That's awesome.
Did you see that coming?
I love strategy video games. What did Cass promote to then? It's Wolf Knight and Paladin. Okay, and I don't know what else to do except hang out. They're moving. Book of Worlds, I didn't comprehend that.
It's your lucky day, cutie. You get to fight me.
Fram level, wee woo. Magic and speed, 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 magic and speed. That's good. That's good shit. And the EP Mercurius kill was real. We're fucking gaming, folks. We are XP maxing. Holy shit, perfect level. That's bulk. Cute and strong in equal measure. Cute and bulky in equal measure. You were not following the plot here, buddy. But that's okay. Alright, we still have a core intern left, which is very good because there are multiple things that I am scared of. And I don't want to think about them yet, so we won't. Because I would like to get some Parthia action, which requires turns that I don't have. Alright.
You picked me!
I did. Yeah, I picked you to be the Jagan. Alright, I think... This is a promoted kill, so we should give it to Mercurius, probably. So that's 24 attack. On 15, so that's 9 damage. Who does Rosado support? We don't have any Rosado supports yet? That's fucked up. That is fucked up. And I do need to hex this group. That's kind of important. Yeah, so let's just do that. Just to stop the boss from moving and give us a second to compose ourselves. Yeah, it's weird the randomizer just gets rid of Rosado's drop for some reason. That's like kind of frustrating, actually.
Here goes nothing.
I didn't even comprehend the fact that she used Bonded Shield. Fuck. That's so funny. I forgot that she would do that. Also, why don't you have a skill? Wait, what? And you have Divinely Inspiring. Jesus. A lot of things are going on here that I'm not fully comprehending. Yeah, I think this guy will just have to get killed, which is fine. Yeah, this is perfect. No need to overcomplicate it. No, I know Geosphere is why they have the defense buff, but they don't have a skill for some reason. Like, Geosphere is Lapis. This guy's got nothing. Okay, that is not the most accurate, but we don't really have a way to fix that, and there's no risk. So, shout out to Shared Spoils for fixing Rosado's luck.
No, I wasn't done.
Oh, interesting. That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, Hortensia. I have to retreat.
They're just invisible. I think there's a setting to turn on invisible skills, so I guess I should do that. Also, holy shit, 70, was that 74 XP? But Jesus Christ. Let me, also I haven't saved in a while. Let me check for that setting real quick. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in maybe the Cobalt menu? No? Gender settings? I could have sworn there was a thing. Maybe not. I do not know. I'll find out for sure between streams, maybe. Is it worth grabbing Parthia? I mean, I'm only gonna get like 1 kill out of it, probably. It might just be better to stand here and participate. Although, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it. It'll be worth it. Probably. Anyone damaged that can get healed here? No? And then Seed will set this up for Kagetsu, and that's fine. That's perfect, actually. Gave them a chance to have a skill, which means they have a chance to not have a skill, right? No. I gave them a 100% chance to have a skill, which is why it's still weird they also get 2 skills sometimes. Still don't know why that happens. But I'm fine with it, because it's usually funny and rarely of significant consequence. Alright, I killed 75 men, that's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just pushing buttons because it feels bad to not push buttons. Burning our ends, yeah. Okay. Now we gotta kill some people. Will she switch to the Killer X? She won't. Interesting. Is it because of the... It's because of the hit difference, I think. Wait, no. Oh, she doesn't have adaptable. She just doesn't have it. That's pretty funny. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what the... Why did... Look at the quadruple hit damage. Why? Why? Okay, Kagetsu lives. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, no master lines. But she doesn't have adaptable anyway, so like, yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's figure this out. Not in range to do anything. I think I'm just gonna run away for a sec. We can fight them further back to the same effect. But I can position for things that are good for me. No shame in playing it like a bitch when things look like this. And it's really all for Zelkov feeding.
I'm with you.
To be completely honest. Is this Vander in danger? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Yeah, quadruple strike is kind of fucking nuts. Or here, I can just do... I'll move everyone else first, and then I'll do a Dragon Vein. And this will probably be fine. Just be out of quadruple hit range, and... Oops. Oops. Hold on. Can I fix that? Like this? Just that? undo the problem? Yes. Right, now Rosato's only in range of the flyer. It only attacks once for 15. Does 9, doesn't even kill with a crit, yeah. We are now safe. Vander might not be. No, Vander's fine. I could also use Obstruct here if I need it, but I don't think I need it. Who has damage? I guess we could just stay where we are and heal Fram. Or Rosato, actually. I don't know, whatever. I think it's fine. Yeah, the starting inventory is changing is, like, really consequential. And it changes a lot about the balance of the game. That's a funny crit rate. Oh, because I gave her terrain. I activated her personal. Bonded shield. Awesome. Alright. How's the all for one looking, first of all? Interesting. This is gonna take a little doing. Cause that quadruple hit is not active right now. I think did using Bonded Shield fuck with the Dark Emblem logic and make it think that she doesn't have an attack, like an engage attack available? Despite it being like a regular skill on her, not an engage skill. That's very funny if that's what happened. I think she just fucked herself, like she... Or maybe it's just confusing the UI. She may still have the quadruple hit. Yeah, it's probably the display. I should assume it's the display. For safety. Yeah, I think no matter what, we have to start with the Draconic Hex, of course. And I think I just have to assume that we're going to kill her. Because I don't think there's a viable solution here that involves Anna being alive at the end of the turn. So this has to be the last turn of the map, no matter what. I'd like to also get the XP for the Yunaka kill as well, but only if we can.
You got an emblem ring?
Wait, why did I could have done this from a tile where I didn't get countered and also left the one range tile available for someone else to use. Oops. Well, we only need to go back if it becomes a problem. How does Parthia look? Nope. That's pretty good. Okay, we can go for that kill for sure. And I want to do it on the first health bar to also get the chain attack benefits. Rosato is looking quite good. We could forsake the kill by starting with this. I think it would be... Oh yeah, Rosato is also in range to Arena to a perfect level. So like if they don't get the kill, we can still promote them after this map if we want to. So I'm okay with them not getting this kill. So I think the best thing to do here is fish for the crit to start, because that will inform a lot of our stuff after and also give us chain attack benefits. I don't want to do things like Pseudo Longbow Chip until after I have chain attacks in place to squeeze as much damage out of it as I can. So we're going to start with your least certain thing. Oh, the crit wasn't a kill anyway. Whoops. That's unfortunate. It's still okay. I can still use my 3 arena charges to get Rosato to 11 and then promote. And that's like, okay. Well, actually, you know what? I mathed it out really poorly, because now the Parthia kills a lot of wasted damage. I think it's still okay, though. Hold on. There's also the option of just doing the Parthia kill on Yunaka. That's, like, not that much less value. In fact, it might be more value. I don't really know how the formulas work out for boss XP. What's the Seedall chip looking like? What's his damage? Oh, a chain attack kills right now, so like anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Also, what's the fram damage? The framage, if you will. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. It's a perfect Jaken too without the chain attack. Framage is through the roof. Yunaka is bonded. You can't. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, I just can't hurt her without doubling her. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so rip that XP, I guess. Unless we do this. that's damage. That'll work. Yeah, I guess rip to that XP. That's fine. I'll only cry a little bit. Okay, then I guess it's just... Let's just get Parthia here, and then have Fram do it. Oh wait, the chain attack is bad here. I believe... I know Liberation's effect doesn't apply, like the +1 to the engage meter. It doesn't apply if the kill is not literally done with Liberation. So if a chain attack kills, you don't get the benefit. I'm not sure if that applies to Parthia or not, but to be safe,
I can still fight.
we're gonna get rid of the chain attack for a second, actually. Just to make sure.
Our bonds give me strength.
Hell yeah, perfect level on him too. That's... Hey, magic is actually good for his arts damage. Never mind, I'm perfectly happy with that. Yeah, I mean, we can go for it before we finish. There's no reason not to try. So, let's see what we can do. Let's just start pushing buttons, right? He can die here, actually. Maulveer's looking pretty alright. He can also die here, Jesus Christ. She's actually kind of scary. Yeah, Fagato. I mean, he can't die. That's something.
I'll help.
Was it Louis you're saying dies only to double crit? Oh, that's true. You need to get double 4%ed. And if that happens, that's just pretty funny. So, like... I mean, what are we even doing? Oh, I should also put the hand X back on while I'm here. Although, it doesn't matter yet. I can do that with, like, Amber, maybe? Here's the plan. Here's how we can do this optimally. Amber should have started in the first place. Oh, right, because Amber had a chance of death, so I didn't do it. He also doesn't deal damage, so he doesn't even apply poison. Sorry, never mind. I'm thinking way too hard about just trying to get a Yunaka kill that doesn't do anything for us except a little bit of promoted enemy XP. I mean, fuck it, right? Kagetsu just crits this anyway. We hit the chain attack, we go through everything, we just do it. This is just the solution. I've seen the future.
Only half as captivating as I thought, Divine Dragon.
We could have been friends.
That's what you care about here in battle?
Let's just be friends.
Allow me.
Stubborn.
Careful.
Damn. Oh, he got the level, though. Strength defense, pretty cool. Alright, I don't think we have any sauce left in the tank to get this kill. I think we literally don't have the damage, even if all our hits work out. I guess there's fishing for this crit. Yunaka replaced Goldberry. Oh wait, no, I need that tile for Fram, I believe. No, we have options. Alright, Malvier, just get the crit through the bonded shield.
I've got this.
He hit through it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's just, let's leave my backup options on the table and actually go for finishing it now. Because you need to hit a chain attack for this kill to go to Fram. I guess I can fix that. I can guarantee it goes to Fram. Yeah, that's 100 hit and doesn't kill if we crit. So it is now Fram's kill guaranteed. Let's just do that. And you guys can get some free XP, I guess. Better on Louis. Cool. The secret chain attack? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's already pretty likely, but Fram time.
I'll begin this.
Looks like I'm
I'm in the red. Yeah.
no fair. I lost.
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
She's just right. Okay. That wasn't too bad altogether. And it was fucking terrifying, but we made it work.
This
So true.
Stay flat. Wait.
Okay. I think we're gonna find out 3 characters, like, right away from this map now. Does Saphir show up too in this cutscene? I think she might. So that'll be exciting. Well, we gotta go back to fucking Garreg Monastery first, but oh, did I get a dog? Was there a dog? Oh, I forgot this is pre-rendered. I was hoping it would be Bonet again.
take that.
At the end of the map? I think that sounds right. Where they're trying to convince King Moron not to do his King Moron thing. Don't call it Garreg Mach, bro. I've got like a periodic, a rare running bit that I don't pull out often, but I just think it's really funny to call anything cumbersome in a game Garreg Mach Monastery, like full legal name. Silver. That's pretty sick. Alright, did I get another dog while I wasn't paying attention? Yo, dog 3. That's huge. A lead. We give some nuts. We have support farming now. Nice. What's in the well? Alright, I think we only did a 2-star. The restore is nice. I don't have to spend money on that later. We can toss the iron body back into the well. I don't think I have much to toss. But we can probably get up to a 3-star here. With enough junk. Although I'm about to get 3 new units, or 2 new units, I think. So I don't want to toss too much that I might want to have, but if I can get to 3... Like, we can buy another hammer later, so I could chuck that. Because I don't think it's that important in the short term. Take a stance against books in this run? No, I love books. Books are awesome. It's a randomizer too, so like especially not the time and place to take a stance against the distribution of resources being inconsistent. I think books are fully on the table. Can I get to 3? Like, I don't want to toss tomes because I might finally get tome users on this map, and then I'd feel real stupid. God, how expensive is it to get to 3? I can never remember the number thresholds. I guess I'll just keep the Iron Axe and do another 2-star just for more fodder. But, well, let's see. Does Iron Axe Hammer... That doesn't even get me there, right? Is it close? Like, how close? Oh, pretty close. Yeah, that's worth it. That feels worth it. Is it? I forget. Do they count, like, the durability against you? They don't. So we toss the 1 use. The value of literature. Don't really see the value in books, yeah. I can just ask Grok, like... Go on.
Cyril!
Yep, that's Seedle. It's a Rosado Louis support? I didn't even know that.
What's the matter, Louis? Can't take your eyes off me?
I don't want to watch this. That's okay. I think it's chapter 9 where we get new shit in the shop, right? Or is there new shit now? Yeah, no, still nothing. Still junk, garbage, etc. C-rank flirting. I know it was a bit, but you saying I can just ask Grok filled me with a primal rage. Yeah, I was hoping it would upset some people if I just like moved on from it fast enough. Didn't make enough of a bit out of it to get a laugh, you know? The best jokes are the ones that aren't really funny enough, you know? You gotta ride just below the line. That's how you do good content. What am I even doing here? I guess I got some more ore. We could do more Levin Sword. We could do more... I could senselessly continue to hoard materials. That's probably a good idea. This actually feels worthwhile. I still got no fucking cash, though, so I should be a little... I should hold back a little, so I have some dollars in the bank. Oh, but this goes hard. Why did I not do this before? I must have just run out of iron completely. The Tyler Ninja Plevin sword? Yeah, that one. Yeah, you're right. Someone understands.
I'll be here.
I think that's it. I don't really think I have other emblem ring shit to decide. Oh, we gotta promote someone. We gotta do that. I don't think Kagetsu needs it. Like, I was considering hoarding it for another map, but I don't think that's too big a deal. Especially because I know I'm going general, because it's the funnier option, and that won't even increase his movement and change what he can do map to map, so we'll move on from that. Zelkov, let's take a look at the numbers. Yeah, I'll think about Arena in a sec, but I want to just decide... Because if I'm not promoting Rosado, then I don't necessarily need to dedicate Arena to him. I need to go to inventory. I also need to save, because I did some shit. And I'm still paranoid about the quality of life menus. Venomous General Kagetsu? Exactly. Okay. So we don't have tome access yet, so we can't go into the kind of good one. But that's okay, because we want to stay with Chain Guard anyway, of course, obviously. This is a monumentally dogshit promotion. Why is most of the stat increase in the build? When it can only use arts to attack. What the fuck is this? Also, yeah, holy shit. That goes hard. Yeah, I guess we're holding off till Tomes. That is... I mean, the 3 strength... Because what is it? He's got 10 attack with arts now. And it would go up to... I don't know if it rounds up or down. So it would either go up by 1 or 2. Why does he lose defense? What the fuck is this promotion? Oh, he gets 4 HP too. That's pretty nice. And like... having more movement on Zelkov would be really nice. This is all the funniest option, that's true. What are the growths? 10 and 20 versus High Priests. Nothing in 25. So this is minus 10 strength growth from what he is right now, and this is... Oh, right. Why is Martial Master just Martial Monk? This is the least promotion of all time. This is a fucking FE7 promotion. In every sense. Oh, he loses res, not defense. Sorry, I'm stupid. The biggest increase is the fist rank. I guess that's, like, actually true. I read that as a joke at first. But, no, you're right. Going from C to S is, like, actually quite large. But it just doesn't matter for a long time. And yeah, you want to keep the chain guard. I think I am interested in putting him in Martial Master instead of High Priest because it's funny. But if that's what we're doing, then not yet. There's no reason to do this right now. It was a very big waste of our only Master Seal at the moment. Now, Rosado. Do we have bow access? I think we have the proficiency somewhere. But first of all, look, Berserker. That's already pretty good. That's actually kind of incredible. And it's +1 luck. Forge an early flashing fist art, we could. Please, Berserker. No pressing need to promote now, but there's also no reason not to, you know? That's the main thing about it in this game. Where's Warrior? I just want to see what the numbers look like. I mean, yeah, that's Warrior. Same luck increase. Oh, for Zelko specifically. Yeah, no, you're right, yeah. Yeah, let's see, what is our current... I think, is there any other promotion candidates? Not really, right? I guess instant promoting one of these two would actually not be that bad of an idea. We could get another staffer. Or we could get probably genuinely decent stats. But this is like roughly similar value to Rosado's promotion, and I would rather do Rosado because that's what the people want. Yeah, let's just promote Rosado. I don't think there's a better option, so we'll do the arena. Miss Wolf Louie could go hard, you're right. Whether we're doing Warrior or... what do you call it? It's still gonna be Rosado, so, or Berserker. Hold on, let's be sweaty about this. We need that SP. Wolf Malvir seems like a good choice. Probably. I honestly, I thought that was Vander. I thought you were going to say Vander for a sec. And so that was also why... Sorry, twice in a row I read your completely dead serious comments as a joke. I'm failing in my social contract here. I hope you can forgive me. SP stands for sweaty points after all. So true. Do we want Rosado to shoot us or beat us to death? Okay, that's... When you put it like that, there's a pretty clear option, I think. It's gotta be Zerker, right? I mean... I know that's what the people will want. Warrior's so much better, though. So much better. It's so upsetting. Let's see what this level does. Can we get luck? That would make me feel a little better. I mean, I won't complain. quite partial to warrior. Let's find out if we have access, because I'm not actually sure if we do, and if we don't, that makes the decision for us.
Marth, right.
Marth gives just sword. We already have that anyway. Lucina gives arts and lances. That's pretty funny. Corin gives bow. We have bow at level 6, and Byleth gives knives and bows at 9. Fuck yeah. Oh wait, Rosato already has big Byleth rank, right? So getting Corin to 6 or getting Byleth to 9. Which one is cheaper? $546 versus, I think it's gonna be the 300 to get up a level after that, right? To go from 5 to 6. Is anyone already at a level where I can see that? Yes. Yeah, okay. Cheaper to do it Byleth. This is so sweaty for no reason. Really worrying about my fucking bond fragment economy. He does want the luck boost anyway. We could just give him the luck boost. How much SP he got right now? Almost 1k? I guess I really don't want to spend make any big SP purchases until we see what the other emblems have. We know we get Erica next, but we don't know who replaces we don't know who replaced Leaf. We only know that Erica replaced Roy. And it could be Sigurd. So that would kind of that would make some big decisions for us. I'm genuinely tempted though to grab luck plus 2 just to help out from these low percent crits. It could be Lynn, that's also true. It's just like, think about it, if Sigurd's in the Leaf spot. Actually, no, that means he comes back at the same time. That's not too concerning. It wouldn't be too long without Cantor. Oh, let me check. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I thought I got pinged for something, but I did not. It was a mirage. What am I looking at here? I think we just hold off. Did you ever put mentorship on someone? I think did I put it on someone and forget to equip it? No, I think I was just thinking about it and didn't do it. Yeah, no, I have not inherited a single skill yet. I think I was thinking about putting it on Seedall, and then I didn't. I think I still shouldn't. I think I should still hoard, because I've got some books. I think it's still going to be worth it to just hoard until we see what emblems we're going to lose after Chapter 10, and what, like... You know, you never know when we're going to be 5 SP off of getting something from an emblem that we're about to lose and not get back for 10 chapters. So I think it makes sense to hoard right now. When you can dodge tank, which is a reference to the hit YouTuber Egg Lemon Soup. So true. Mentorship is perfect for you're gonna bench later. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess we should toss it on like Louis, you know, like those kind of units. It's just a question of the bond fragments, because we don't have a ton right now. We got a good amount, but like not infinite. So it's 400 bond fragments to get mentorship on someone. I think Seedall might not necessarily get benched, because he's good still, and he'll start getting XP soon. So, or like decently soon, kinda, sorta. He'll still be pretty good by the time XP comes around for him, so he might stay on the team. Alright, the Great Axe. Big planning stream tomorrow. Is Tooth still good? I'm feeling pretty good, yeah. I think I'm good to go, like, normal length. I could put it on Amber. I guess I can do this on the map now that I'm thinking about it. I should actually think about who I'm deploying, and I can see what the emblem is. I can get a lot more information before I make more decisions. So let's do that. Make food. I didn't explicitly ban it. I just don't like doing that. I think it makes the game a lot easier in a way that I don't like. Like, +2 to everything is so fucking big. I usually just don't use it at all. A skill inherent stream would be good before snow map. Make bad food. I mean, realistically, it's what, like... I guess I have to consider that I'm me, and I could take a really
We're
long
here.
time.
Brodia Castle.
I feel like it should only be, like, at most an hour of consideration. Because we don't have that many crazy options and that much SP to go around. I don't know if it needs that much intense focus and contemplation. But we'll see. Maybe...
I don't see any Aleutian soldiers.
It could be worth just doing in the
Oh,
Discord
thank goodness. The
if I
attack
need, like, an
hasn't
hour
begun.
to sit down and think about it. But I don't think it's worth
There's
dedicating
someone
it to
in
on
front of the
stream.
Is it an enemy?
Citrine? Wait, what? Diamant is Citrine? Wait.
I've been waiting for you, Divine One.
We got spoiled.
Greet you as the Crown Prince of Bro.
Get out of here, Diamant. I don't want to look at you. Citrine Nation? Fuck
I've
yeah.
heard so much about you. I'm honored to finally meet the legend in person.
Okay.
It's a pleasure, Prince Diamant.
And Prince Alfred, welcome.
Fucking
Queen
love
Anne's letter
Citrine.
explained your situation.
OMG, hi Citrine. What's her class gonna be? I'm so excited to find out.
Thanks for coming all this way. It's good to see you.
Until I saw her name flash on the screen for a second, I did not realize how much I was, like, anticipating when Citrine would arrive.
I'm sorry it took a war for us to meet again after all this time.
Oh,
Yeah, Citrine's gonna start this map with Erica.
The Crown Prince. If they're after.
we'll have to come.
Alfred Lord, please, it would be so funny. I'm still not sure whether or not those classes are, like, in the normal pool.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done getting that information, Alchrist. You... hey.
Yeah? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna see Ivy, we're gonna... Lots of things are gonna happen. Vander being Morian's son is awesome, yeah. Hell yeah. It's a magical emblem, technically, kind of, sort of. Stuck at level 1, so we don't get the wind sword, but we get some cool screen tearing. That's good.
I'm
Microwave.
If you're summoning me, that can only mean war has begun.
This is this is such a good swap, actually. There's only one reason you'd bring Erica back. It's because of war.
There was a person in there?
How about that? Oh, and now you have released him.
Another
It
pronoun
seems
they forgot to
divine
swap.
is no exaggeration, huh?
Hey, yo.
Urgent news, Your Majesty. An illusion wyvern rider is approaching.
Not necessarily.
It's dodging all our archers' attacks.
What?
She's here. Divine One, may I call upon Roy's help to defend?
Of course.
Who's the funniest possibility for Leaf? Oh god. What's left? What do I least want to fight right now? The funniest possibility is Celica, because then the boss might just show up on turn 1. And just, that's the map. And the biggest struggle will be getting the secret book.
And the rings.
Can Emily be randomized? I still don't know how it works.
How far you could get into Rhodian territory, Princess Ivy.
Oh, that's good.
My soldiers are on the way. Now.
Oh, I'm itching for that fight.
Yeah, she's gonna have 4 move, and probably not have 2 range maybe. But if she has Celica, we're okay. If Celica swap with Leaf, she's just gonna show up anyway, right in our faces. She's disguised as a Brodian soldier, very clever.
Father, go back to the castle.
What? But
We won't.
You must be the divine dragon.
That's right.
You
Nope.
really are as is my ring.
Is that Celica? No. Wait, what is that one?
That's the ring of the Sage Lord. A gift from my father.
Hey, that's pretty good Micaiah availability. That's pretty nice.
With its power, I am sorry to say,
However,
I must
this is gonna be a tough map.
I won't let that happen.
I forgot how fucking good
It's
this
you
song
who
is
will
too.
fall,
You won't surrender then. In that case, my
as will ours.
Yeah, no, I love that voice for Citrine. It's great. It may or may not be doing something for me, but that's not important. It's very VTuber. So will she Great Sacrifice and get 1 tap? That would be fucking awesome. Let's see. Okay, so she's got a... Okay, so she sucks. Oh my god, wait, I just realized we found out... We know who Kagetsu and Zelkov are too. Oh my god, wait, this is... Okay, first of all, they're going to be spamming us with Fracture, which is actually kind of terrifying. I don't know how that's going to affect their aggro AI. Like, are they just... Because the Fracture range is big. In fact, it's everything. Oh my god. So is she just going to move turn 1? To Fracture us? And then also Tamara's here. With Renewal. That's awesome. Hi, FE4 Baron. Oh my god, wait, let me save to make sure if anything happens we can keep these, like, classes and everything. Oh wait, I haven't looked at Citrine yet. She was on screen for a minute, I didn't process it. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know this could happen. Okay. Yeah, the Tirama Storm. Holy shit. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Oh god, new unit to imprint on. That is just wonderful. And she's perfect for Erica too. Holy shit. It doesn't promote, this is true, so she doesn't get promotion bonuses from here. But still. Holy shit. 45% speed growth here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Can't wait to find out what replacement Amber is. Alright, let's look at... Let's process more of this. So, Pandreo? Pandreo is basically going to be vanilla. I mean, he'll be in a new class. But he comes very close to his join time at, I think, the same base level. And Panera Bread over here, fucking kind of similar, because she joins at, like... Tamara's whole issue, or big part of her problem, is her base level in vanilla. Panera Bread, she comes over-leveled. Really. It's weird. Like, Panette and Marin are... I think they're IL 15, which is insane. Because they're, like, promoted 10 or whatever. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But Tamara has, like, level 19 or some shit. Or, no, 17 maybe? 18? One of those three. And that sucks. Because she really needs, like, +2 and everything. And then she's a monumentally better unit. So it's just like getting her off the ground is annoying, and it's a big part of why she sucks. There's also her stats, so also a big part of why she sucks. But like, you know, it'll be interesting seeing her stat line in a different class and joining at like an appropriate internal level for the part of the game she's at. It is 18, yeah. So she'll be, I think, 15. Or no, is Zelkov 17? I think Zelkov's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she will still have the same problem. I'm not sure. I'm talking out my ass a little bit. 17? Okay. Shout out to Pendreo, though. With his speed and res. What else did we get here? Self-defense, that's pretty funny. Wait, that's actually awesome. I wish she was keeping this. She just has +2 to all bulk. That's so awesome that she's just gonna fucking mass fracture us. This is actually gonna be really interesting. I'm very curious to see how this goes, because we're gonna get spammed with fracture. In, like, AoE fracture, plus Pendreo's fracture. That's gonna be funny. I'm excited for this chapter. See what other skills we got. We got swap. Heavy attack, which does nothing. Another heavy attack and pass. Pass on a flyer. Luna is funny. Impenetrable on a guy with 6 defense is whatever. Spell harmony. Heard you hate moving. It's not freeze, it's fracture. It's the one that just breaks you. So we hate counter-attacking. Assembly gambit, awesome. I think, is this the Sita bond ring skill? That's so weird. Okay, I'll forget about that and somehow lose to it. Holy shit. It's Seliph complete with Holy Blood. That's awesome. I don't know if they'll use this, but it'd be really funny if he does. Edelgard? Sure. Secret Book Man has also the Sita skill. And Spur Emblems, sure. Drawback. I'm on all of these. Would Freeze be better or worse? Freeze would be much worse. A Life Sphere is kind of funny, but not really relevant. Alright, not too many skills here that are like too... Oh my god. Oh my god, I spoke too soon. These are gonna kill me somehow. This is +5 on player phase if they move full move, and +6 in enemy phase. But Jesus Christ, that's gonna be funny. And yeah. Alright, nothing, yeah, not too much with the enemy skills that's like seeming too relevant. It's really just, I'm gonna be spammed with Fracture. And that's gonna be interesting and difficult to cope with, probably. And she might actually be a decently tough boss. Although no, because I think Citrine's gonna melt her. So that's funny. Okay, I do still need to do the Rosado promotion. We're gonna go Warrior. Those flyers are anti-bait and anti-chip. Yep. We'll just have to do something else. I think we definitely want Warrior. Just because I also just want another bow user. We can always change it later. There's nothing saying I can't. So if the people really yearn for Berserker that bad. But like this is... Just look at the outfits. This is what people want, right? Like... I think this is what people want. So this is what we'll do. Player phase only defend map sounds kind of cool. Actually, yeah, I'm actually really excited for this. I hope the AI is actually going to use Fracture, like, aggressively, and not just do something stupid. Oh yeah, we can look at Evil Rosado. Yeah, so we got Swine Dragon, Veil, Nell. This, we got lots of options. Is that? Which, I think this, oh right, because, so here's the funny thing. Rosado, you know how Rosado has like the female accessories? What this mod does, and I really don't like this actually, because it's totally arbitrary and stupid and dumb. This mod pack genders the unique classes when it unlocks them. So I kind of hate that, but in this instance, it means that Rosado is considered female for this as well. It's just like, this isn't a thing in vanilla. Like, Wing Tamer is not female locked, it's Ivy locked. And for some reason, they decided to lock them. I really hate that decision, because you're forced to unlock them. You can't turn this off to have all the unique classes here in the list. And you're also forced to cope with the gender lock for some reason. It's very stupid. I should probably, like, complain about that in the Discord. Due to the animation? Oh, because it uses different... Is there, like, one female skeleton, one male skeleton? Is that really what... That's... There's no way that breaks things. Maybe. I mean, I guess the modders know more than me. If they say that's why, I believe them. But that's hard to believe at face value. But yeah. Okay. We need unit selection. I don't think Fogado is staying with us. Slightly different body types tend to break animations. Well, if they break animations, that's fine, as long as... If they cause crashes, I understand. But if they just make animations look bad, I think that's worth coping with. His nipples must remain hidden. I think Bluey is probably the best filler option we have here. I think, like, by a lot. Let's give him a filler ring. Luck sounds nice. Let me take these off of the units we're not really using, just so I can have a clearer idea of what's available, and I should actually give Louis HP. Okay, weapons. Malvier should get that iron sword that's now freed up. Or actually, I think it's more value to have Seedalt take that. Because Malvier's still pretty happy with his options. You also need a Vuln. This should be pretty quick, I think. There's not that much to worry about in these preps. You have the slots to take used up Vulns. Fram's good, you're good. I guess I want to trade a bow over for Rosado now. So this stuff, now we're really got the fucking, like, 4 move slot syndrome here. Yeah, Citrine's gonna have to grab both, I guess just the Surge. Let's see. But she can just do that out of Convoy. Are there horses here? I don't think there are horses here. I don't remember if there are horses here. The horses are not here, so we don't need the poleaxe. I don't think we need the hammer either. Steel Axe is not that much better than Iron Axe. Yeah, I think maybe I should just buy a second bow at this point. Oh, it is longbow backup, true. Yeah, let's swap those for sure. Maybe just that. Maybe Rosado doesn't actually need a good bow yet. Longbow's not even that bad. When I have more cash, we can work out a better big picture plan for my inventories. Oh shit, we can use this now too. Well, how does that compare to the Iron Axe? +1. Oh, it's worse at everything. What the fuck? It's like cheap to forge though, right? Oh, the hand axe is better too. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, it's just silver, and then it gets more might. I mean, yeah, it's just a better killer axe, but like not by that much, right? Oh, what the fuck? The damage scaling is like unique, but it gets really expensive in silver. This is still pretty good though. Long term, maybe. I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. What else? What else? I think this is just like good for Rosado for right now. Right, what other axes do I have? I could throw the Great Axe on there. Malvir, like, yeah, we've already allocated all of our swords, all our arts, all that shit. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. What about lances? What do I have for lances? Nothing. Cool. I think that's it. I was gonna give, what was I gonna do? Oh right, now we know Makai has the emblem. Makai has like no good inherits, really. A staff mastery is like kind of good, but not really something I'm worried about. So we know our whole inherit list. And Erica doesn't really have good inherits either, except for skills that cost 3k that we're not gonna get before she leaves. So we kind of have our full list available to us now, because I think both these emblems, the two we're about to gain, don't really have many inherits of value. So yeah, we kind of have the full picture of the first half of the emblems. Which means, if I go to the arena, this is basically the full list. We could inherit a void onto someone. That's potentially valuable. Dodge is potentially valuable. Oh, I didn't realize Erica's... Oh, we're actually cheating here. the quality of life mod will allow us to inherit from Erica right now because she belongs to us already, but... I guess I could... Can I train Citrine too? I don't think I can because she's still green. That's funny. But still nice for the visual aid. So after this chapter, we can get Rosado Dodge Plus, which I think is genuinely not a bad use of a skill slot. I think it's kind of an overlooked skill. Oh, Gentility's 2k. Gentility's 2k, I'm thinking of Luna Brace. We might be able to get someone to that. Although, once Erica leaves the party, you're stuck with Gentility. It can't become Bravery. But she's in the Roy slot. Yeah, so she takes a little bit to come back, so that's not as valuable as it would be. 3 damage reduction is still very good, but I don't know if it's worth 2k at this stage of the game when you can get other shit with that. There's nothing here that I give a shit about. Dual Assist is kind of cool. Do we want Dual Assist on Rosado? Maybe we do. That could be kind of fun. Just to have more Rosado screen time. I think really our main target for SP remains getting Draconic Hex on multiple units, because Corrin is our Marth slot as well. So these skills are not coming back for a little bit, which is bad. So I really want to make sure Draconic Hex gets inherited by somebody. And we gotta start thinking about that. There's not a lot of time left to gain SP. And what kind of SP situation are we in? We're not doing fantastic. I think we might be able to get it on Fram. Draconic Hex on Fram would be really good. I don't know if anyone else is in the running for it. How much SP does Citrine start with? Is it 1k? I can't see it. Does anyone know off the top of their head what Diamant and Amber start with? Is it 1k? Or is it 800? I think it might be 800. And what do we got for books? Oh, we have a 500. That's... okay. We have 700 in books already. So Fram's actually 13 SP away from Draconic Hex. That's pretty fucking good. That's very good. I think after that, like, yeah, HP plus on some units would be good. Like, Veil is one of our best units, but her bulk will not hold up long term. I think inheriting HP plus could be very strong for her. But I'll only do that if I can't get her to Draconic Hex, because that will be even bigger value. We don't have the Leaf Ring now. Leaf is second half. We now know the full emblem set from seeing this. It's Corrin. Corrin replaced Marth. Lucina replaced Sigurd. Marth replaced Celica. Byleth replaced Micaiah. Erica replaced Roy, and Micaiah replaced Leaf. So this is our first 6 emblems are Micaiah, Erica, Corin, Byleth, Lucina, Marth. Which means the second half is going to have Roy, Celica, Leaf, Sigurd, Ike. One more? Who am I forgetting? Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah. Okay, so that's our second half. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's our split. I think, I think the priority remains basically just the Corin skills. Like, those are higher value than anything else we've got, especially in the short term, but just in general. Okay, that's good to have in mind. So really, we do have a relevant 2k target, but it's not something we need on everyone. It's not like the Cantor Rush. If we can get 2 units to 2k, probably Vale and Fram, that would be really, really good. I think everyone else, there's not really anything too high priority for them. I think Dual Assist would be really cool for Rosado. Unfortunate that we're 7 away from getting it right now, but I need to save that book for sure. It's not worth doing right now. Okay. I think that's all the excessive contemplation I need. Let's just swap spaces, and I think we can move forward and find out who replaced Amber. Yeah, I think the main targets for XP are going to be... In fact, you know what? Now that I'm saying it... But break defenses on Zelkov, that would be pretty fucking funny. That would be pretty funny. That would be really funny. Oh, God. How much SP does he have? Break defenses is 2k, isn't it? There's no way. We'd need to spend books. I don't know if I can justify that. But maybe. Marth is on the Celica slot, so he doesn't come back for a long time. I'm pretty sure break defenses is 2k, but I could be wrong. Yeah. If break defenses is 1k, I would be a very strong advocate for inheriting it in vanilla, because it's a really good skill. It's just that if you can get to 2k, like if you can manage that, you probably want either sword power or lance power. Not lance power, but you probably want sword power or strength, or, you know, Cantor and, you know, sword power, strength, or magic plus even. Like, they're just better things to spend that much SP on if you're able to get it, I feel like. Because break defenses, it's good, but it's like really inconsistent. I've done it before. I did break defenses on Hero Fram in that run I did. And it was honestly, it wasn't bad, but for 2k SP, it was pretty disappointing. Yeah, it also, yeah, the fact that it doesn't help on bosses. Yeah, it's very, very good when you have it for free. It's awesome. It even helps you charge emblems, which is really cool, because it's just another attack in combat. But, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't come together to really be worth 2k. Alright, what was I gonna... Oh, right, I wanted to put mentorship on my flunkies. Or at least one of them. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't want to spend the rest of the bond fragments too aggressively. It's good on lance usage, that means using lances. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it is very, very nice to have extra damage against sword enemies that are the hardest to double. Like, that's actually pretty fucking good. But, yeah, you'd have to use lances. Alright. I think we're good to go. Oh, I didn't really think too hard about the spaces after saying I would... Oh, I remember the thought that I dropped when I got into all the break defensive stuff. If we want to target Draconic Hex, do we need to switch emblems around right now? Because we could go all in on Vale XP and Fram XP. We could swap the batteries over to them. Because Zelkov, I mean, Zelkov and Rosado especially, now that they've been fed a little bit, they're not getting quite as much. It's still it's still Mercurius and Parthia. You still get a lot, but relatively, like, they're 2 instead of sometimes getting double. It's almost as good, really. Let me check my stream health, because that's the second time someone's mentioned that. It's good on my end, it looks like. It's just YouTube issues, unfortunately. Yeah, I have 0 blips in stream health on my end. That's obnoxious. This website sucks sometimes. It's also telling me that I have 7 viewers and 21 viewers on 2 different tabs. And now it's telling me 9 viewers. We are hitting some big lag spikes, I think, because it seems people are dropping in and out. That's frustrating. Well, it's fine for me now. Okay, hopefully we're functional. OBS says I have 11. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. I think... Alright, we're back. I'm tempted to move one of the battery emblems onto Veil, but also... It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I think we're just good to, let's put Rosado in Ballista Range turn 1, and then just focus on feeding these 2. We need, mentorship partners. Does mentorship stack? Does anyone know? If you sit next to mentorship while also having mentorship? I have no idea. I've never thought about that before. That'd be pretty fucked up if it does, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm ranging for. I think I just want, like... This feels good. The vibe is right for this setup. Yeah, having it in multiple places is really the thing. Okay. Let's do it.
Finally! Horsey, you stopped! Where were you taking me?
Okay.
Huh? Wait,
Amber?
what are Illusion soldiers doing here?
They've attacked us. Say, Amber, weren't you out fighting beasts?
I was, but then Horsey got spooked.
It's not a horse,
I kept
that's a
getting tossed
suit of
around
armor.
But this time, it works in our favor.
Maybe Horsey sensed this danger.
Ready to defend the castle together?
So another axe armor? I think it is. Oh my god.
If our enemies reach the gate, we can't allow that to...
Sense a lack of magic units? No, we have the most important one. We have the realest magic unit of all time. And I'm very excited. But yeah, this is, This sucks. This is not very good, I think. Well, actually, this is looking like a pretty good Great Knight, to be honest. A Great Knight with anti-doubling speed is actually very good. I've used Marin in Great Knight. Yeah, the longer I look at this, the more decent it seems. Especially if we give her a promotion early. Like, this is an incredible Great Knight, actually. Probably. Okay. I don't know if there's room. The team is quite overflowing and not really prepared for the deployment restrictions of the mid-game. So I don't know if she makes the cut, but she does seem actually pretty fucking good, to be honest.
Shall I go?
But we are strapped.
Tell me what to do.
We've already got quite a lot of attachments. Solid enough that pre-promotes suck. Yeah, she might be good enough where if we hate every single option we get and our deployment's restricted for so long that like Mavier falls off or something and falls off the team, she might be able to come back late and get a training arc to be good, genuinely. Because her bases look like they're good for like a few chapters with no training. You get to abuse Makai's sacrifice with armor bonus for like 3 maps. Of course. The thing everyone does, yeah. Kind of like the original unit she replaced. Maybe?
An invitation?
I actually have yet to really use Amber in full. Maybe. Kinda, sort of. Okay, well, she needs L Surge. Trying to think, what do I guess Chloe can just start this off. I think we just grab from here. It'll be fine. I could have looked at tonics and made choices, but it's okay. I didn't realize Tear of Storm's actually stronger than Surge, too. That's kind of nuts.
The Divine Dragon looked at me!
Here because PV told me about Melusine Citrine. Yeah. We're in the real Citrine Nation now. This is Diamant. Diamant if he fucking locked in. Melutrine, holy shit.
I can do this.
She doubles these guys, what the fuck? Just swept the Veronica Paralog with Citrine. Nice. Citrine Nation is always thriving.
Mysterious.
We're always living in it. If he got over his fear of magic. Alright, that's like a thing he has, right? I think.
Let's go.
I haven't actually seen like any Diamant supports, I don't think.
Understood.
Sylvan used Citrine, but when I do, she's going Zerker. You gotta, dude. Citrine's such an experience.
Your orders, please.
She's just got the biggest fucking numbers. Just got big fuck you numbers. It's beautiful. Alright, who do we want to shoot in the face? Probably want to save these for flyers. But it would be pretty nice to start chipping down these dudes. Yeah, that's value, I think. And I don't really know. I have no idea really how this is going to progress, I'll be honest. Like, we have to see how the turn 1 enemy phase plays out. Like, if Jade just starts moving, after all the hyping up this chapter, she could just want to fracture so badly that it activates her, like, move AI. And if she moves up 4 tiles, I'm pretty sure Fram can just fucking kill her. And that might just be Jover. We'll see what happens. I really want that secret book, though, because that's 2 skill. That's, like, the reason my channel exists, so I kind of need that. I really like how hard this secret book is to get sometimes, because it's so hard to, like, get there without forcing Ivy to do something. Where do I want Kagetsu? Probably just down here.
Your orders?
Turn 1 of this map is not usually too complicated. Cool. Ivy's sister should have been named Eevee. That's a Pokemon joke. Thank you for clarifying. See you, Luna. Cherishing the VOD for Melutrine. She replaced Diamant. More speed, more magic. Hell yeah. My strength should be used to hurt people. How about your magic? That's time. That's a fucking time. It's been a while since a time. Although, to be honest, I kind of wanted her to get it, but it's still a time.
We will not relent until the castle is ours.
Fuck yeah. What if instead of Kagetsu it was Kabetsu and he blew all the armor's money on a $150,000 gold parlay? Okay, she didn't move.
If these enemies all come at once,
Interesting.
Our castle has a ballista.
Now, Pendreo still might move on his own, because I think they have their own... They're in their own band. Yeah, they're band 0. Oh, no, they're not. Or maybe I'm misreading this. I'm not entirely sure. I think... Oh, yeah, she starts... Oh, it's just because they start moving turn 3. And Ivy doesn't. That's the weird part. Hold on, I need to turn my my fan on. It's getting warm in here. What if he was Kotatsu and he was a forklift? You're so true. Oh shit, Seal Magic and Xander. And Dragon Vein. Awesome. Okay, first step. Okay, thank God we actually hit the threshold to kill the flyers. That's extremely helpful. Almost killed the mage, too. I feel like... Is the range different? I feel like it usually reaches the flyers over there on the right side, but it's not. But that's fine. This is still good. Bonk. See, Alcrest usually does that with like 80 hit rate. That was a 98. Kinda sick. Kinda nasty. Alright, what does Citrine Nation have to offer us? She goes hard. How does the Twin Strike look? Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. The second hit is so stupid. Attack with a billion might weapon. Okay. How do we do this? I think we definitely want to feed the fuck out of Citrine, right? That's like mandatory. It's a given. So how does this get done? Is that promoted or unpromoted? Citrine, it's a special class. So the answer is no.
I'm getting hungry.
I like perfectly placed everyone in the most useless positions. It's kind of impressive how little use I'm able to get out of my units due to my own decisions. Ooh, this will be a kill with Veil Adjacency, so let's do that. Leave the Luna guy alive, because that's funny. What does Melusine get at 25? A really dog shit skill. It's called Soul Blade, and it makes it so that when you use a sword, you attack. Is it the average of your strength and magic, or like is it target the average of the enemy? I think it's target the average of the enemy's defense and res. And most of the time, it makes you do less damage, and it like defeats the purpose of the class. Because when you have swords and tomes, and you're good at using both of them, you can choose which defensive stat to target. Once you have Soul Blade, you lose the ability to do massive damage to low defense, high res enemies, because you're now averaging the stats with your swords. So you actually lose utility. You get worse at fighting sages and mage knights. For kind of no benefit. It also makes your Levin sword worse. Like, it just sucks. It makes your Levin sword essentially no longer magical. It's very strange. This guy's got 25 attack, just 12 to seed all. And this guy is 20. Yeah, we can just do it from here. In fairness, it probably makes Citrine better. Maybe?
The stars and moon carry on.
I mean, the problem is that it's not about your stats, it's about the enemy's stats. So, like, even if you have low strength, you're still not grateful for the skill. Because you can still just use tomes if you want to target res. All you do is you lose the ability to use swords to target defense instead. You just lose an option. nothing's gained in exchange. Right? Yeah, the only enemy type in the game that has a lopsided more res than defense is Sage. I think maybe the Martial Monk and Martial Master and like High Priest enemy types, I think they have more res than defense too. But they're also really frail and anyone can kill them. It's really not that big a deal. So it's really just enemy Sages. And you just get worse at fighting them. And there's no other enemy type where you care. Because you just want to use tomes most of the time anyway. So your sidearm gets worse. Your main weapon type is unaffected, and your sidearm just loses its niche. For what I can discern, absolutely no reason. Oh yeah, I'm really frail and easy to kill too. I hear you. I feel that. How does Fram do against Wind? Quite well. Quite freaking well, actually. Maybe we just want to let her take that. And break this dude. Or, alternatively, we do it from over here. Right? Does she die if she faces both of these? She lives with one. So yeah, that's what I want. Would Sword taking the average of your magic strength been better or worse? It would have been different. It would have had value. I think it would have been better. It still wouldn't even be that great because I guess no, that would have just been an upgrade because well, it would depend on the unit, I guess. It would be boring, I guess. You know, it would just be a straight like damage upgrade. You know, it wouldn't really add utility or like make the options work differently in different situations. It would just be your swords do either more or less damage depending on your stats. But it would be probably a buff in the actual practical situation. This mage does 32 damage to Kiketsu. That's potentially a little bit of a problem. But not if we chain guard. But it could work for us. Yeah, let's just chain guard. Chain guard fixes all the problems. Yeah, Ignis would be genuinely better. If the mage goes for Zelkov, that is also totally fine. Alright, and then all that leaves is this situation over here, in which I want to get a Citrine kill. But this man is quite bulky, which poses a problem. That's 18 HP left. Alright, I could switch to Ephraim, because I'm using magic attack anyway. So I just want that 3 damage. That works. She sets that up perfectly. Just don't whiff and fucking die. Cool. Wait, did I not?
I beg your pardon.
Didn't I need Ephraim for that? What happened? I'm lost. That's okay. Oh, we don't even have Gentility yet. That's why it didn't matter. The only thing I'm swapping is Lunar Brace and Solar Brace. Because bond level 1. This game's silly sometimes. Also, I could have given her mentorship for that, and I didn't. Oh, no, I did. I did. Sorry. Sorry. Forgive me. If this guy gets past us, that's okay. At this point, I gotta ask, is Mavier still coming along? Probably not, to be honest. I think he's demoted to flunky status. Because, like, between him and Louis, they're, like, relatively similar. At least in their current stats. And I don't need another sword unit. You got, like, 11 strength, 9 speed. Where's the defense coming from? Wandering, so 13 defense. So 11, 9, 13 on the stats I care about the most. 14, 11, oh shit. A lot less defense, but wait, 34 HP. Okay, Mulvier still got a niche with a lot more defense. And a crazy good growth in it too. He could be a great knight, even. Or a wolf too. I don't know. This is tough. I feel like they're both gonna fall off. At least like compared to Chloe. Chloe might just be better than either of them. Doesn't matter, Uncle Ben. I think I'm just gonna, even though Mulvier has that nice defense stat, I'm gonna assume that he's not coming along. But I mean, his growth is so good, but I've got too many projects. I think I need to prioritize a unit that just doesn't need the XP as much. Just use all the armors. We got too much shit going on is the problem. It's all fun and games until suddenly you get to deploy, what is it, like 5 units in Chapter 12? And then it's just, oops. Hope you have something else in mind. Hope you weren't too dedicated to any certain plan. Alright, yeah, this is fine. Okay, very kind of that guy to destroy himself. 5 axe general, meet 5 axe generals.
No dying.
Okay, chain guard working as intended. Also, they didn't even break the thing. They preferred to attack Cedal. That was a crit that would have survived with 1. Okay. More dudes. Still not getting fractured. And we're in the range. So it must be that if you're not in their fracture range, you need to aggro them and then they'll use it. I hope they actually use it. Like, I hope fracture isn't a staff that needs dedicated enemy eye or something. But probably not. I would trust the mod maker enough, hopefully, to at least, like, test that and factor in that sort of thing. Like, you're making these pools from scratch of, like, possible weapons for randomized enemies to have. I would hope that some thought was put into making sure they actually can use them. But I don't know why they're not. I know that generally you want to plan for all chapters, but if you had to pick what's one chapter you always prep for in repeat runs. For this game, not much, honestly. Because I would actually disagree with the premise. I don't think Engage is a game that really requires you to plan for specific chapters. I think its team building is a lot more fluid than that. It's sort of like to both. I think it's a positive of the game. I can understand if some people think it's a negative if they really like complex planning, but I think this game sort of just requires you to make a generally good team, and if you have a generally good team, you are prepared for anything. Like, the game's pretty good about mixing up what kind of shit it throws at you, and I don't really think any part of it stands out as particularly overwhelming and demanding. And some people don't like that because there's, like, fun in knowing there's certain obstacles you have to cope with and, like, having to think that far ahead. Like, you know, obviously Conquest is the point of comparison. But I kind of like this game that it's so, like, it still manages to be hard while also letting you kind of go by vibe as you team build and plan. I think that's, I think it's really remarkable that they pulled off that kind of thing. Let's see.
Let the show begin.
All right, let's start with the ballista. I guess to try to answer the question, I feel like it's like trying to think of an actual. I guess it's really just the post-split. Like the biggest point of planning you do in this game is deciding your training projects because you can only bring so many along because XP is such a precious resource. So like the biggest thing you plan about in this game is who do I want to get? Cantor or sometimes another skill. Cantor's pretty dominant for the early meta, but I do think there are other sort of kind of underrepresented skills in the way people talk about it, but it's generally Cantor. You want to get Cantor on the units that you plan to keep with you for a long time. And that's really the bulk of it, of the early planning, is like, I gotta just make sure I properly feed these units while getting through these chapters, and don't spread myself too thin, while also not totally low manning, because low manning is kind of hard. And that's really the extent of it, I think. Because you can really change your team comp on a dime in this game, which I really love about it. I think I agree, Crypt. Yeah, the penultimate chapter is probably the biggest, I guess, like, choke point of the game. Like, you need solutions to that chapter, but solutions to that chapter still fall under the category of just having a good team, because that chapter throws so much shit at you, so many different enemy types that are hard to answer consistently. And you sort of just, it's still just like a test of your general team quality in a way that I really like. It feels very final bossy in that way, which is kind of what it's supposed to be. She's just touching everything, also. Love sitting on my rescue and playing the 4 units just so I can skip playing the final map. I honestly, I don't think this is a game that, like... I've ranted about this before a little bit, for sure, but the way that people talk about, like, warp skipping in this game and rescue, like, staff skipping really confuses me. Because I feel like most of the time, even when you use those staves to get through a chapter, it doesn't feel like a skip. It feels like you still have to play most of the map to actually do that. But people call it a skip for some reason, and that just feels incorrect. Oh, is dig it? Oh shit! Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, I was a little in my own head on that thought. Yeah, no, yeah, that's like my least favorite part about Conquest is how. Well, hold on. Let me be fair. I think that is a problem with the community, to be honest. I mean, it's true that is the path of least resistance, so that's a valid criticism against the game still, but I think it's over-exaggerated how, like, vital that strategy really is. I think the last map is pretty damn solvable to play straight, but it's just harder, so people don't do it for some reason. And I guess it feels good to flex on the final map, that's a part of the incentive, but I think it's a little oversold how big of a constricting force that is on the game. I think a bigger constricting force is Chapter 26. You really need answers for that shit. If you have not built... It's like Chapter 26 and, like... It's the whole fucking endgame. Like, the whole last stretch of maps. They just demand such specific things of you, I feel like. And it's kind of frustrating, honestly. I don't look forward to that part of the Conquest playthrough. Oh, that too. I don't even think about that, because I refuse to play that game on console, because it's just so much mental stack and I can't handle it. It's not relaxing at all. I can't kick back and play Conquest. I need save states. Not because I can't beat the game without them, but because it'll take me an extra 2 hours to get through a fucking map. If I can't just, like, trial and error some things, I'm just not having fun. It's too much mental stack. I could do it, I don't want to. What am I doing here? Speaking of mental stack, what's the Fram kill? She can't really get this, but she can kind of get that. I want a Citrine kill too. I want everything. Can I just have everything? Is that okay to ask for? A little bit of everything for the fans? Ooh, this is perfect. This is a perfect plan. He takes 11 damage. Oh, this is beautiful. Check this out. Watch this drive. Perfect. Fram gets the kill, while also Why is he exclamation point? Oh shit, Elwind is effective. Haha. I didn't even realize he had that. I was just looking at the L Surge. I mean, I thought it was L Surge, and I was looking at L Surge. Sorry, speaking's hard. I thought that was L Surge, and I was upset. But Fram does get the girl, yeah. The more I think about Conquest, the more I kind of start disliking it. I love the idea of Conquest. I think Conquest is still, like, top... It's like my 5th or 6th favorite Fire Emblem game or something like that. It's top half. It's pretty fun. The idea of it's so fun. I love the engine. When it's playing smooth, it's playing so fucking smooth. I love it, really. At its peak, it's so fucking good. Unfortunately, it's not always working with you. I don't like 2/3 of the maps, because they just kind of... They just kind of fucking...
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Fram's right. That's how it's done. But yeah, the thing I don't like about Conquest, aside from the endgame restrictions on team building, I also just think half the maps are kind of shit, to be honest. I think that the engine and attack stance and all the reclassing systems and all that disguises some of the maps not actually being that fucking good. They're kind of weird and bad and slow and nothing happens in them. Like, there's a lot of maps where nothing happens. Like... Hold on, sorry. My partner's asking if she can turn the AC on, because it's really fucking warm in here. So I'm going to turn on my noise suppression, and then I'll return to my rant. Oh, I already have noise suppression on. That's funny. What was I going to say? Oh. A lot of Conquest maps, there's this really fun element to it, where you have a lot of micromanaging to do. Because you always have weapon ranks you care about, you're trying to get to promotion levels and skill levels, and you're trying to build supports, and there's so much shit going on that's awesome. Conquest is a game where there's a lot of shit going on, and it's all great. And the maps almost don't need to be good to support that system, because it's so deep, and the process of squeezing value out of every action is incredibly rewarding. And that's great. That's great for Conquest. Happy for you. Really proud of this community. But sometimes you have maps, you know, we're gonna totally detour this shit. Sometimes you have maps. I'm just gonna... Do I screen share ready? Like, for this overlay? We're just going full send on this. Where's my browser capture? That's not cropped correctly, but it should be good enough. There's this chapter, I think a really good example of it. Yeah, the Kumagara chapter, Voice of Paradise. This map is so frustratingly almost good. But what happens in this map, I wish there was like a better picture on the wiki for this. But we can just look at this. What happens on this map is that, like, you have, like, there's a fucking guy over here with, like, a freeze staff, I think, and, like, a freeze here and enfeeble here. And, like, there's reinforcements that show up when you hit a certain line, I think it's, like, around here, and they come from behind, and they're really scary. They're really fun to try to deal with efficiently. And there's, like, chests over here. There's a lot of shit going on this map, right? Here's the secret. Nothing fucking moves. Look at this. Look at this shit. If we look at the enemy behavior. Moves to attack if units in range. Return to a starting position otherwise. Return to starting position otherwise. Return to starting position otherwise. Return to starting position. Return, return, return. Don't do fucking anything. These guys are like the start of the map. You fight them anyway because they can attack you from your starting position. So this change in behavior doesn't matter. Some guys begin moving when the reinforcements come, but I think you're like in the range anyway when you trigger them. Basically, nothing happens until the player says go. And that's a big fucking problem for a game that's trying to get all its value out of squeezing value out of every action is difficult. I mean, that's Fire Emblem in general. that's the whole point, right? It's like maximizing your gains of limited resources is like, that's the video game. So Conquest still kind of works. But then what happens is you solve one situation, you know, the samurais are like running at you. They have pass, that's a little scary. The idea of pass is scary. And then like you go back to this, like that's these guys, right? You fight them from your starting position. Turn 1, you enemy phase them. You do that every time, it's easy. And then you also go get Keaton. And like Keaton fights these guys and it's fine. And then you know what you do? You stand here, you burn the freezing and enfeeble staff uses, you send someone over to fight 4 Oni chieftains, any sword unit that feels like getting some free XP. You just fight 4 guys that don't do anything. You get the chest for free because there's no thief on the map, there's no time limit on the map, and there's nothing is fucking moving. So just go get the chest and then regroup and deathball again. And nothing fucking happens. So there's all this pressure in the game's systems to optimize, and then the maps don't actually make you do any of it. You can just handle every single thing one at a time. If it's a little too hard to get value out of 2 things at once, just don't. That sucks. That's like 2/3 of the map in the game. Maps in the game. Like, it's really fucking weird. And sometimes they're good maps, to be clear. This style of map can work. There's a really good example right here. Chapter 9 is a great example. I call this, the way that I break this out, is I call these formation breaking maps, where all the action is on the player to start it. Nothing will happen until you enter an enemy's range. And the difficult part is that enemies have a lot of overlapping ranges, or they have punishing seal skills and stuff like that you don't want to have to deal with. So you have all the time in the world to break down an enemy formation and figure out, it's like a puzzle box, you know, you just figure out, how do I get in there and make sure that everything will be handled within 2 sequences, essentially. We bait, and then we dive. We bait, and then we dive. And you just keep doing that. And in a map like this, the formations are pretty interesting. You have really limited tiles over here to work with, and it's really hard to control how the enemies attack you, because you've got some guys with 2 range, you've got like these scary archers, you've got sealed defense guys that you want to 1 round on enemy phase to not get your defense sealed, and that's really hard to do, or you just want someone who can afford to get their defense sealed. There's a lot of shit to think about, and it's good. It's a fun puzzle. It doesn't put pressure on you, but it doesn't have to. That's okay, because the formations are complex. These formations are not complex. That is a big fucking problem. The game sort of falls apart under the pressure of needing to be complicated, and as soon as enemy formations start looking like this, where you have 4 Oni chieftains that just walk at you, or 3 samurais that just walk at you, or an enfeeble maid that doesn't overlap with anything, so you just burn her staves, like, it all just fucking crumbles. And the game just becomes this weird test of patience of like, how much weapon rank do you want to squeeze out of this guy? You can get all 5 if you want, 5 per weapon per combat. How little damage can you do to this guy to get a little fucking closer to your random endgame goal that you're going to hit 10 chapters early anyway, because you do this on every fucking map? You know? Sometimes I really fucking hate Conquest. But hey, when it hits. Sometimes you just have the best fucking map in the series. And I just want to play this 20 times over and over and feel great. And that's, if it was just this, it would be the best Fire Emblem game. But it's not just this. It's mostly this. Anyway, let's play the good game. Did you miss stream? You didn't miss stream. You did miss just like was that like a 10-minute rant about Conquest map design? I got angry. But you did not miss stream. Look at this. This is neat. That's what we're doing now. Let's use the sword because we can, that's fun. Think Engage probably is the best endgame. Is that controversial? Not controversial. I think... Well, I can tell you I agree, first of all, but that's not what controversial means. I definitely agree. I think some people would... I think most people who are sane and breathing and not contrarian would, at minimum, agree that it's a good one. with some flaws. Some people think it's too long, and that's fair. I disagree, but that's a fair criticism if that's not to your taste. If someone says it's not top 5, not top 3, I think they're bullshitting you and just looking for reasons to hate the game. I think Endgame has an issue with reinforcement spam. I think it has the best use of reinforcement spam in the series, if that's not too silly a take for you. I think... I don't know. I think reinforcement spam is like... It has a negative connotation because the word spam is a bad word. But I think you can do it for good reasons. You know? And I think Engage tends to do it for pretty good reasons. I think it makes really
That was eye-opening.
good use of, like... What do you call it? Waves of enemies to pace a map. And especially because there's this cool thing with the game. You know, you got these things where you can, like, turn everything green or whatever the fuck is happening here. And that's a limited resource. So if you have waves of enemies, you can handle 1 by engaging, maybe 2, but you can't handle 3, you know? And I think that often is a pretty interesting dynamic. Doesn't always play out precisely like that. I'm giving it a little bit of excessive credit in that department, I recognize, but still, I think it's a pretty significant dynamic. We have these turn-limited resources, so having to deal with waves does change. Like, I think even if you get the same exact spawn of enemies 3 times in a row, on most engage maps where that happens, I do feel like the situation changes 3 times. And to me, that's good enough to be worth doing. I think as long as reinforcements feel like they're going to make me think differently than I just did on the previous turn, I don't really care about the map going on longer or feeling slow or anything. Like, I think as long as the situation keeps fucking with me, I'm pretty happy. That's my thesis, essentially. And I think Engage is very good at continuing to fuck with you. Even when it, on the surface, appears to be doing the same thing over and over. I think it works. That's my big take on reinforcement spam. Ooh, can I pull? It's just this guy with Vanderskill. It's probably worth... I think he's already moving, so I don't really need to do that, actually. My main complaint about it is mostly on Lumera's map, and I don't think the reinforcements are pressuring enough for it to work. You don't need limited resources to deal with them, it just hogs. That's an interesting take. I don't know if I agree. I think on that map, the reinforcement spam is borderline cosmetic. Because I feel like you just have to play fast anyway. It's really only like the first wave that matters. Unless I mean, maybe I'm ignorant to alternative ways to play the map that I just haven't done myself. So you could be right. But in my experience, that map doesn't even feel like it's reinforcement spam. It feels like it's just reinforcements. They're there. They show up once, maybe twice, and I just cope with them. I haven't really had that experience personally. If an enemy with Alabaster Duty attacks earlier, did they get crit? I would think so, actually. I would imagine this doesn't, like, check team. But I don't know. Alright, the fellas are here. What can we do about it? Oh, Jesus, he's actually really fucking bulky. Alright, hold up. We may need to lock in. A
slight injury.
This might be the Byleth turn. Oof. Wait, why is that guy... What's this guy doing? Oh, shit. I didn't process that. That sucks. Well, then we have this option. Ooh. You don't think they're pressuring? I'm surprised you think they're not pressuring enough for it to work. I feel like they do apply plenty of pressure on that map. I think that's a decently tough one. When you say they don't apply enough pressure, do you mean that it's like too easy to slow down and kill all of them? Because that, I suppose, is kind of fair. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, you know what? I bet... Ooh, I got an idea. I think I can get Vale over there. We can freeze Pandreo. Yeah, we can freeze Pandreo. So I can freeze Pandreo and get... Oh, this is going to be big value. Okay, hold up. We might miss that, but there's not much I can do to make it more reliable. It's 3 calves on each side and 2 enemies from the middle. And they're not that threatening, but since it's infinite, you have to deal with the enemy or you get swarmed. You're talking about maddening, right? Not to... I hope that's not condescending. Just to be clear, because they're maddening Great Knights. I would never consider that an easy enemy type to just, like, trivially dispatch. But maybe. I don't know. I could be bad. You could just be better than me. That is entirely possible. I think on the right side I think it's wyverns? But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold up. Let's... I'm just trying to figure out how to dance here. I think... Oh, this is actually a pretty good option. I guess I have to make the choice here between, do I want to freeze and deal with them later, or is my goal to just kill them now? Because I feel like I might be able to accomplish either one. This game has 3 houses syndrome where each difficulty is essentially a different game. I can't speak on that, because I still haven't played hard, but maybe. On maddening, but at this point your units are good enough to just one around most enemies through mage doubling or vantage wrath. I guess so. I think we might just approach the game substantially differently in that case, because I feel like I don't know. I mean, I kind of see what you mean a little bit. I guess I just don't see it as so trivial that it like doesn't actually encourage you to move. But maybe. I don't know. Is Kagetsu just like fine here? 5 damage twice, 4 damage. Oh, wait, we could just leave Kagetsu here and he can absorb a lot of this. And then we also don't need to spend a flyer on that. Okay, I think a vision is coming together. Because what we can do... Ooh, I've got an idea. We can put Seedall in the dance. We can do a nice little 4-way dance here. Well, that doesn't actually matter much. Sorry, I'm really overloading my brain here. Because I'm trying so hard to think about a Byleth dance without Cantor. And my brain just breaks at that completely. Because I'm thinking I want to dance Rosado and also use the Ballista. But maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe that's overly aggressive on a plan for no reason. I could probably just set up the dance over here. Citrine's damage is not fantastic here without... Even Twin Strike's like not that crazy. I think I'm just going to commit to trying to freeze him and like using the Byleth Dance to do that. So I'll set up the dance like here. And and we'll ballista as well. And we'll get 3 people to dance, and I'll cope with that. And I guess what I can do... Ooh, you know what? Okay, you're gonna love this. Check this out. I'm gonna be a fucking genius real quick, if that's okay with everyone. If you can permit such a thing. We're gonna shoot Pandreo in the head.
My name is Kagetsu. Pleased to meet you.
Sure. Cool. And then watch this drive. We steal that. We grab it. Bonk this guy. And then we just move Vale in so that she can be part of the dance and get over to the left side. And I don't think there's really a reason to put Citrine here. I guess she can be part of the dance just so she gets the flexibility, because from here she can still reach everything on the left side that we might want her to. But she's also available on the right. And that's better, or something. I don't think she's gonna be attacking this guy. Yeah. Might as well put her in there, because no one else can reach the tile anyway. And then it's Fram time. And we get Seedle in the dance again, so she gets hella XP for this.
Let the lesson begin.
Huge. Oh, so huge. Oh. Magic and speed, once again. Alright, the fellas are now here, in position. They have 54 HP, 17 speed, and 7 res. You can kill them with 34 magic attack, 20 speed. That is true, that is mildly trivial, I suppose. I don't know, I guess I'm just... I do have a blind spot, to be fair, that I must acknowledge. And it's a blind spot I'm happy to have, but it does still taint my ability to have these conversations with people sometimes, which is that I don't take the path of least resistance in games. I'm gonna make this sound like a weird humble brag or something, I don't mean it to, but I don't know, I so naturally gravitate towards what feels more fun instead of what feels stronger in games. So like when I played the game the first time, I didn't have like 4 magic units. I had like Ivy and Citrine, and that was, I think, like all my tome users. And, you know, Citrine wouldn't double that because I had her in Sage, because Thoron was a big funny number. And, you know, Ivy could do it, I guess, but she was also probably up front, you know, pushing forward, because she's like my only other tome user. It's like, I don't know, the details aren't super important, but the point is that, like, I wouldn't, when I see the reinforcements that are, like, even remotely non-trivial, that seem to be coming in waves, I don't stop and think if I can handle it. I just, like, I think I very naturally go with what the game is clearly trying to tell me. And if that pressure is fake, I probably don't realize it. So, I don't know. At least if it seems fun to engage with. If the pressure is fake and I'm frustrated, I'm more likely to realize it. But if I'm having fun, it won't click. And I'll just take the premise at face value.
Guess I did it right.
Okay, so Pandrea's frozen, we can leave him there now, which is good, because I have problems that I want to solve. Oh right, I love this Levin Sword guy. I always forget about him. 21 magical attacks, only 6 damage to Seedle. I'm trying to figure out if I can, oh, it's actually a pretty bad tile. I want to kill Secret Book Guy now. That's fair, it's probably just different how I handle these types of situations. I do, like, take my time in cleaning things thoroughly. Yeah, no, I think Engage, especially in my first playthrough, but even just in general, did a pretty good job with me of, how to describe it. I think, you know, recall the Conquest rant I went on like 20 minutes ago, whatever it was. Engage was so refreshingly opposite of that, because as much as I like Conquest's whole, like, you know, get as much value out of every interaction as possible, always be training a weapon rank and working towards the support and all that shit, that's fun in its own way. I really appreciate that Engage does the exact fucking opposite, and a lot of the time, the only thing you have to think about in Engage, other than, like, I guess, XP distribution, is just beating the map. And that's often difficult enough and engaging enough that carries the experience, for me, at least, personally. And I was really happy to be playing a Fire Emblem game like that, because it's just great. Yeah, here's a game, play it. Exactly. It's like, just... It is a strategy game, so I'm not going to say it's a bad thing when there's more things to think about, but there's this certain balance in a strategy game of short-term versus long-term thinking, and I really enjoy the short-term style more. You need a mix of both, and Engage still has both. Engage has XP distribution that matters a lot, because maddening XP is very limited. So that's still good and interesting and cool, and it's still a part of it. It's very important for Fire Emblem to have that to work, I think, because your investment in units needs to matter. But I really enjoyed that while I was playing through Engage, especially first playthrough, but in general still, like 90% of my intention is just, I need to beat this map. I need to overcome the obstacle that's immediately in front of me. And that's mostly what I want out of Fire Emblem. And I want that long-term stuff to just be a garnish that enhances that. I don't want it to take over. And that's a big part of my frustrations with Conquest. I feel like it takes over. You have a lot of maps that are kind of relatively easy. Like I was saying, like those, like that chapter, I think it's 14, Voice of Peace, Kumagara map, where it's just who do you want to feed and how much time do you have, you know? It's not trivial. The better player you are, the better of a player you are, the more value you can get out of each interaction and each enemy on the map. There's still a lot of skill expression on that, and that's cool and interesting and fun in its own way, but yeah, again, Engage is just, here's the game, play it, like you said, Crypt. Absolutely love Engage, agree, mostly just kind of grinding FOMO. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I think I was very excited about a game that I didn't have to play with grinding FOMO. Like, I was riding that high, and still am a little bit. Like, this game doesn't force me to optimize every little fucking thing. Awesome. Let me stop doing that entirely for once in my fucking life. It was great. But if that's just your earnest preferred way to play games, then I completely understand Engage. I'm not gonna say not being for you, because you still enjoy it, and it's still very good, but I understand if it's not your picture perfect like it is for me. Because it will be, some of that will get a little frustrating for sure. I understand that completely. What am I doing here? Speaking of value, I think we play this a little slow here for a sec. Just kind of get everyone in. And, like, how does this look for Louis? That's pretty nice. 16, you double and do 7 twice. That's rough. So maybe just stand here. And you don't want to be in range of that shit at all. It's funny how Anna kind of transforms the game back into value generation when you use her and she's good. I've never tried to really maximize Make a Killing. It sounds like a really funny way to play the game. I should do that one day. It sounds quite silly. Speaking of maximizing, I want to push this button real hard. I'm gonna do it. One day maybe I'll be crazy enough to maximize not Make a Killing, the quad strike covert. Is it covert or Chi Adept? I think it's covert. Yeah, Chi Adept is break. The covert effect, which is, I think it's just despoil, like luck % chance to get 1k. Yeah. Which is so fucking funny to put a luck % chance, to put a proc skill on an attack that you can only use once, and then you have to recharge it after, you have to wait 2 turns for it to go offline completely, and then recharge it with 6 combats, like, or 7, I guess, or sometimes 7, something 6, whatever. That's so fucking funny. and I think it would be hilarious to do a playthrough. That would be a really funny like YouTube video that I will not be making as like a weird, awful challenge run of like how many times in a single map can I fire this covert quad strike. I'd watch that. I'd be all over that, to be honest. Ooh, this is... Okay, check this shit out. There's not a lot of high luck units that want to be covert. Well, that's the fun part. They don't want to be, but they're gonna. How much cash can we wring out of floor report? Probably a lot. Floor report, as much as I love that map, it's sort of secretly a conquest map in disguise at times. It's better than, like, Voice of Peace. It's not quite to the same extent, but it is the kind of map where it's like the pressure is a little bit fake. Like it feels like it's really intense, but if you slow down, you might learn that actually everything's fine and nothing bad will happen unless you approach. I think there might be some turn counts where the enemies start moving, I think, but they're like pretty generous. So you can take a lot of it one step at a time, but I think it's paced well, and it doesn't have anything like, you know, run out the enemy in feeble staff that lampshades that dynamic, so it's not as bad. It's 2 groups? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I agree. I do still think it's a fantastic map. It does have, like... it has those sort of, like, hidden breakpoints in it, where, like... If you're playing it super, like, earnestly and honestly, you might not notice. But there are actually points where nothing happens if you don't do anything. But that's not a bad thing for that to happen every once in a while. Horses hate stairs, true. Secret book is nearly mine.
Leave now, or my duty demands you be destroyed. Nothing personal.
It's my favorite Tamara line. I was really feeling the time there. I really thought it would happen. Okay. We gotta get her moving at some point. I'm a little disappointed the fracture spam didn't happen, because that seemed like it was gonna be really funny. But it's okay. I'll cope. What do the new guys have? Nice. Nice. Nothing, functionally. Yeah, she just doesn't feel like it. She's not into it. Okay, let's get Veil 2 kills. Why not? Actually, that's probably stupid. No, I mean, I think the map feels mostly cleaned up. Thanks to the fractures not happening, this map wound up being pretty low-key. Mildly unfortunate, but I can cope. It was also just the emblem replacement, making the boss not very scary. Although we haven't actually fought her yet, so maybe I'll eat shit on that. Book. Egg lemon soup reference. And let's hit this motherfucker in the face.
Yeah, I see. A bright light.
I am defeated.
Nice. Wet floor. It's damp. We can't self-destruct here.
Stay focused.
Let's Parthia. Almost. How do I do this? We could chip this for Parthia range, like so.
I'll begin this.
What's that? Okay, that's fine. Guess we don't want to... Kagetsu's in a lot of danger from her, right? Because it's... Or she doesn't have Fanny. But still, it's magic. She'll have 9 might... Or this is a 18 magical attack. That will kill him. Not from full, actually. But he's not at full. I should definitely try to bait Jade this turn, for sure. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. This can go wrong in an extremely funny way. Okay.
My apologies.
Who should actually do the bait here? I guess Fram could do it. Jesus fucking Christ, actually. Yeah, fuck it. We're here for Fram XP. How much damage do these guys do? 16? 20? She got 34 physical attack as an option. Oh my god, wait. What? Why do I have... Why does Fram have 80 avoid? Oh, it's the fucking engrave is doing a lot of work there. Okay, but still. I mean, 34 attack would do quite a lot. I guess there's no reason to be too silly. Because if I do this, we could in fact end the map on enemy phase. Which is a little absurd. But like, might as well let her come to us. Dodge tank Jagan, yeah. She's Avil. Send it? We could send it, hold on. Let me do this. I was just saying how you don't need to squeeze everything out of the map. So let's, we got our secret book. Let's see what happens. It's a perfect kill. We can't not do it.
This emblem's strength and my own. There will be no defeating me.
You didn't give it your all.
Jesus. Alright. Do bosses move first? What range is that in? That could be annoying. Oh, true, Nos would live. However, she's an idiot.
I couldn't defend.
I couldn't defend. Wait, what? You're invading a castle. I couldn't defend, so I attacked, but I couldn't do that either. So I defended, but I couldn't do that either. That's good. Alright. We'll also find out now who Saphir is, and then I'll probably wrap up. Like the stream.
We recovered the ring,
if you can't
but
defend.
The emblem is tainted with Fell Dragon energy. I'll have to summon him again myself.
Free us! Emblem of genealogy!
She defend, but she also couldn't defend. I've used Jade Micaiah before in a mad attempt to make Jade do something weird. I think using Jade is making Jade do something weird, to be honest. It's a shame. She's neat.
I am Leaf. Thank you for letting me swing a sword with these arms again.
That's good too. That's awesome. Erica and Micaiah replacing the fucking warlord emblems. Like, Jesus.
I will do what I can to retrieve that which has been stolen.
Thank you, Leaf.
How could I have failed?
Well, you couldn't defend. Goodbye.
She's gone.
You're.
What is it?
You're.
And
So
King
true.
Hyacinth is acting as general.
What?
Yeah.
Ha!
I urge you.
Listen, who's the son? Are you worried Brodium?
We're not
Diamant.
from a young. Imagine the Fell Dragon has. And
It's all right.
But
What? Oh, you think? Oh,
that's not what I meant.
King Hyacinth. After you listen to me, Diamant. Being
Goodbye,
no-
King Waron.
What do you? If
Oh,
now,
come on.
and, yeah. What?
But
That never stops being funny. Money! Holy shit, money. That is probably a large portion that's probably going straight back to Brodia. I wish I could have afforded to do it before this map, too. Or actually, is it too late for it to be worth it? I don't know. I'll think about that. It's probably still worth it. Or at least, like, it's not too late to be worth it in general. You want to do it eventually in the playthrough, for sure. I just don't know if it matters right now. If it's too late to matter. Or we could just wait until we have more cash. Yeah, I'll probably just do it later then. Or I'll see what I want to spend money on and make the decision. Yeah, the donation does give you instant materials too. Yeah, I know it's worth to just, like... I usually do level 3, I think, or maybe 4? I forget how it works. It starts at 1, right? I think I upgrade it 3 times, sometimes 2 on most playthroughs, sometimes 3 if it feels funny. I love the armor sound effect. I'll think about it. I think I'll probably wrap up now before looking at the next map, because I think I'll do some of the preps off stream. Just because I have all this cash to spend now, it's a lot more to think about, and I don't want the next stream to start with an hour of, do I want Iron Dagger plus 4 or Iron Axe plus 3? I can't do both. This is a really hard decision, and it doesn't fucking matter. It's all the same. So I'll do that deliberation in my own time, I think, to spare you all of that pain. I don't think there's anything else we have to, like, look at. We have our emblems now. We have our guys, our goons. Oh, we can look at Micaiah and Erica's proficiencies. Staff and knife. I think that's our first staff proficiency. So we might have to think about putting that on someone if we want it. And Micaiah has... Ooh, tomes. Tomes level 3. I'm still not planning to do much class changing, but I do have to think about it for, like, linear promotion paths still. Oh, Zelkov has tomes now. Perfect. Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really good. We got tomes online. So he's our next guy. Gotta give the secret book to someone too. That's huge. Here, I will save. I will check the well. And then we will sign off. I'll do everything else in my own time. Holy fuck. That's a 3-star? Oh my god. I'll take the physic. It's cheating a little bit, but I don't care. It's a randomizer. Whatever, dude. That's awesome. And the Adept book is actually a pretty big deal. Because that wasn't guaranteed at 3 stars, I think. I think 3 stars only guarantees a novice book. Or maybe not even. Maybe 4 stars is where you get a guaranteed book. It's been a while since I looked at the tables. But another Adept book is crazy. That's 1k SP sitting in the bank. So someone can get Draconic Hex. I think Vale... What's Vale at right now? She's basically there. I mean, we have enough books. We have 1,400 in books now, I believe. We could even... I'm tempted to just put it on Fram now, because she's not using Corn anyway, so it might as well... Although, no, she might hit it naturally. She might hit 2k. Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? There's only one map left. Okay, so then I'm definitely going to do my off-screen... Or maybe I'll do it in the Discord, yeah. Join the Discord, link in the description. Because there is a lot to think about, actually. There's how to spend all this money, and there's what SP targets we need to hit before the end of the next map. So there's a lot of planning ahead to do. Even though it's for relatively small things. Like, it's really just for who can get Draconic Hex. But there's a lot to sort of math out with the economy there and how much SP I think I can actually get out of the chapter itself. Maybe I should look at it. Maybe that's a fair thing. We should see who the unit is, because that might inform some choices if they're like really good.
Soon.
That's
Castle in the Royal Guard's capable hands.
Hi, Etier. That's not... I forgot we were about to get the Saphir reveal. That's awesome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You can count on us. Done a fine job protecting it all these years, haven't we? We won't start slacking off just because you're not around.
Pre-promote Etier, fuck yeah.
Excellent. And when we return, you'll be treated to a victory feast.
Looking forward to it. See you soon, Your Majesty.
It does suck that she's so far away. Go to Etier, though.
Strong of heart.
All right, time to head out.
Here we go.
They're wrapping up their goodbyes.
Yes. On to the border.
I totally forgot Vale was Alfred. I can't wait for the scene where Kagetsu and Vale confront Bunei about being evil. That's gonna be awesome. Okay. I don't think there's anything... I keep getting it in my head that I have to go to the Somniel. I'm pretty sure that the quality of life mod... I used to think that because some stuff was restricted before, but I think they upgraded the quality of life mod, and I haven't adapted my brain to it. I think literally everything can be done from the map menu now. So I can enter this and still do everything I need to. I'm fairly sure. For training and fishing activities. Well, I don't... Oh, I do have... I don't have fishing yet because I don't have Diamant. But also, I don't think I'm going to use fishing anyway. Or activities, really. But I think activities are on here now. Hot take, I kind of like the Somniel. I don't hate it. The Somniel's way better than Garrick Mach, but I still think the game would be better without it than it is with it. There's just no reason for it to not be in menus. You can have both. But if it's one or the other, menus or Somniel, it's obviously menus to me. There's no reason not to do both, though, other than development resources. Like, go ahead, shoot your shot, make some vibe shit for the more casual playthrough to feel a little more alive. That's fine. But don't slow me down doing preps for no reason. Don't make me walk while making decisions. Fuck you. Give me menus. My castle had it right. It worked. It was fine. There was a little bit of immersion. You could walk around this space, but it wasn't. It was a representation of a space. It wasn't real. You didn't have to actually walk from one facility to the other. Really, it was at most 3 seconds away, and that was great. It had the vibes and it had the utility, and they've let the vibes overtake the utility, which was a big problem in Three Houses. Three Houses, it served a purpose, to be fair. Three Houses is a game that's very obsessed with its setting. It's very about its setting. This game doesn't really give a shit about its setting, which is fair. That's not really a criticism or a compliment. It's just a truth of it. It's not very... It doesn't care very much, and that's fine. Three Houses, it makes sense. It's overdone, but, like, I get why it is the way it is. It doesn't fix the problem of it being a slog, but you're supposed to want to spend time there and exist in that space and feel connected to that space, and it kind of does that successfully. It's at the cost of brevity. The Somniel, despite being better than Garrick Mach in a utility sense, it's almost more of a net damage to the experience in a weird way, because it doesn't... have any benefit other than aesthetic. And that's I after saying that out loud, I hate that sentence because that's a very like anti-art way to say it. And like aesthetic is important and valuable. I don't mean to say that it's not. But the Somniel does less for Engage than the Monastery does for Three Houses. So despite all the Monastery's flaws, I think the Somniel has less of a place in this game than the Monastery has in Three Houses. So it almost winds up being more damaging to the experience for me. That's also true that it doesn't have enough character interaction. That's another problem. Because the Monastery, that again goes back to like the Monastery's purpose is to give life to the world. And it does do that. It, again, comes with its drawbacks. The whole way the story bends around marching back there every month really damages the narrative. And you feel it. It's very much like a curtain pull back thing. You don't have to be in a super analytical headspace to realize how much damage that's doing to the narrative, and it's a really bad like hand to the author problem. And then like, but still like, there's so many characters. It's great. They really do feel very alive. I think the character writing in Three Houses is genuinely commendable without an asterisk on it. Like there are things you can complain about, especially like the plot. The plot's not very good. Just full stop. But the characters feel quite... They've got a lot of texture. It's actually quite impressive. I think it's a really commendable cast and world. Just wish it was fun. But regardless. They're very chewy. Yeah, exactly. Somniel exists because supports in a modern FE necessitated base of operations. Yeah. SOV got away with it. With just not doing that. They just contextualize all the supports in battle, but they also didn't have a lot of supports. They weren't that important to the game. If you consider the Three Houses bad because I personally do not like one of the lords, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that, actually. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay. I'm yapping for a million years. And my voice is starting to go a little bit, I think. So I could rant about the shit for a million years. I don't hate the Somniel, but I do think it has a weird place in the game that just, I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world, but, and I think you could find compromises where it's allowed to exist. But if we were to position it as like a take it or leave it thing, I think it's a very easy decision to just say, just cut it. It in the exact current state that it's in, it's damaging the game more than it's helping it, in my opinion. Yeah, join the Discord. Yeah, exactly. You can let me be a keyboard warrior at you, in the Discord, and also like the stream, and also back to normal start time next week. I'm pretty sure 6 p.m. EST Thursdays. Fire Emblem Engage. Randomizer. I'm sleepy. Good night, all. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.